Holy shit. Holy shit. Ah. Please tell me someone can see me or hear me or something. Okay, I have to close this. Okay. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can anything work? Is anything working? Anything at all? Please, dear Lord, say it works. Or I'm going to like shoot somebody. Name the tavern. Ah, it worked. Oh my God. I swear to God. I swear to God. There are certain areas of my life that I have great, great luck. Great luck. Then there are other parts of my life that I have no luck at all. Not a bit. Growing plants, black thumb. Can't grow a damn thing. Going live every time I go to make a video, when I go to like record, like, you know, whatever you call it, you know, it all goes together. Not record, but you know, you recorded it now, whatever. Process, something screws up. And like the weirdest stuff screws up. Like a program won't work, or a computer crashes, or the electricity goes out. Like I have the weirdest problems. Like things that you would never think would happen. Like a buffalo comes running through the house and jumps on my roof and crashes into the office. Like the weirdest damn things happen to screw me over so I can't just properly go live. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, and it just said I'm live. Yes, I'm live. 23 minutes late. 23 minutes late. Oh, my God. It's the tavern's fault. It's Pooh's fault. Well, that's my fault. I'm Pooh. I'm Pooh. I'm Pooh. I'm the tavern. I'm everybody. Didn't you know that? I'm secretly everybody. Everybody, everywhere. That's me running around. Oh, Jesus, Louises. That was just a horrible moment in time. That was like a horrible moment in time. Shit happens, but it always happens to me in this. Like certain areas of my life always work out fine. I can do no wrong. And then this kind of stuff, nope, I can do no right. Wow, that was stressful. I'm not getting sick. I just screamed loudly, very loudly. And I think I'm losing my voice from it. Like I was so mad. I was sitting here and I was like, I need audio. And I yelled really loud. And that's what happened to my voice. Well, it's all the drugs that I do. That's why I'm just flitting around. But I'm not getting sick. I literally screamed loudly like a moron. If there was like a little camera on the wall, well, there is, but that videotaped me. I just screamed like a moron. So how is Susan? So one of the first things that I wanted to do was say good thoughts to all of our friends who need a little bit of the extra love and care and good thoughts that we have. So I don't know if we have any updates on Susan that we can say, but we obviously wish Susan well. If you want to put a link, if you want to put your link in there for the Susan link that we have, we can put that down. But let's give some prayers to Susan. I'm sure she's still fighting. We also have Buckeye Mama is getting better. Just Dawn. Deal You Fits. Who else? Who else is like on the mend? I wrote everyone down actually because I'm getting old. Kumquat Shelly. Oh my gosh. How is our Shelly? Susan? Lindsay? I think that's everybody. Is there anyone else that we need to give good thoughts to? Anybody? And do we have any updates from Susan or no? If not, let's just, Monica, you can put the Susan link down in there, and we can at least all go. And if you don't know what it is, it's just it's silent, so you can just go and just type something, and hopefully she'll be able to read and get to it at some time point. Whew, man, lots of new people in here. I see. NSB Nunzio. That reminds me of like a nooner. Wants me to be like, you got a nooner, a nooner. So I'm not one of those people who says individual highs. So hello to everybody together. I hate when people are like, it's like remember the little thing from Romper Room? I see Katie Bug and Eliza and PJ Swish and your mom and September. And I also see, oh my gosh. Romper room was good, but that was the annoying part of it. Cracking ass's sister. Yes, sounds so funny to say that. If anyone was listening to me, cracking ass's sister. Yeah, doesn't sound too good. But you have COVID. Your mom has COVID. That sounds funny to see. Your mom has COVID, and cracking ass's sister doesn't feel well. Yep. Buckeye Mom is still getting better. Lindsay, just Dawn. There's lots of people. So those are the only people I will individually holler out at are people who do not feel well. So if you got a little extra oomph, give your oomph to the people who need a little oomph. So, man, I am losing my voice from screaming like an idiot. I really screamed like an idiot. What an idiot I am. Man, am I loud enough? Because, hi, Rocco. I just named somebody because I do have a microphone here. Oh, hey, Kim. All right, I'm going to stop naming people. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, first, for the new people I see, because I do see some new people, I like to have a really, really open panel. I like you guys to say whatever you want. I'm loud enough. Good. Because I am losing my voice a little bit. I really screamed to the point of losing my voice. Like, oh my God. Good thing I don't have neighbors. Can you imagine if I had neighbors? They would have been like, oh my God, that crazy cat lady over there is yelling at her. Yeah, and hit the like button. That's the only thing. You know what? Here's some good news. So to get monetized, which I don't want to be monetized for being monetized. I don't want that. But you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which 1,000 subscribers had that for a while. That's fine. But when you do, because I only started doing lives like 5 weeks ago, it was in September, so not that long ago. When you're doing, my cats are they're like, ooh, that crazy bitch is let loose again. Get under the bed now. But I mean, before I did lives, hey, Shelly, everybody give prayers to Shelly. Before I did lives, I was doing like 3, 4, maybe 5-minute videos. Well, even if you have like 2,000 people watch 5-minute video, that's going to take you a damn long time to get to 4,000 hours that way. So like until I did lives, it was like, you're never getting there, honey. But I actually got there. So I don't want to do ads because I think ads are the most annoying things on the planet. I can't stand when I see ads and have to like wait for them. But I can do members only stuff, which I think that would be fun because on Monday I kind of did a half-ass get ready with me. Like I need to set it up where I can like have like the camera with a mirror, but it was kind of fun doing like an in the morning get ready with me kind of thing. So I think that would be really fun to do. And then I was also thinking, believe it or not, I actually have like a pretty crazy life story. Like you would not believe the things that have happened to me in my lifetime. And I got the idea because before I was really on YouTube, I started listening to this chick and she had this really crazy life story. And she like broke it into parts and she would like, it was like, this part of my life, but it was really interesting to listen to. And nobody really knows who anybody is on YouTube, right? And like, you guys would never believe half the crap that like has happened and I've done in my life. So I was thinking of doing something like that, like a members only, like story time where, I have like, would that be fun? Like members only videos. And then I can even do like a private, like not like a life coach private thing, but like just like a private, like, hey, let's chat. I think I'm like, people tell me I'm really good at giving advice. I like giving advice. So like, no, I am not watching No Thanks Investigates. No thanks to that one. But I say a lot. But I was thinking of doing stuff like that. I think that would be fun. So I'm finally at 4,000 hours, so I can apply to do that. So that's some good news, I guess. I can do that. And that's about it. But that would be fun. So, I mean, would you guys like something like that? Would that be fun? Me talking even more? Well, I don't want you to pay. Like the first one, like I don't like that pay stuff either. Like they probably would be, the first one would probably be like free, and then maybe the second one would be like a couple dollars. I mean, I don't like when people do the like crazy, like super expensive stuff. Or people, I think a good way to go is maybe things eventually get to everybody, but members get it first. And then maybe the stuff like obviously like if it was a one-on-one thing, then, you know, that would obviously be pay, you know, because you're just hanging out with just me. I don't know. It's all ideas like right now. I just realized like I can do that. Like I can do that. That would be fun. So anyway, so I don't want to be monetized for that ad crap shit. But I think member stuff would be fun. Or like merchandise. Like here was one thing that a bunch of us were talking about, but like something like, I've watched so much YouTube, I only care what cats think anymore, or like dogs think anymore. Because it's true. You, Mad Feathers, I haven't seen you in a long time. But like, seriously, when you've been on YouTube long enough, you're like, I only care what my animals think. I don't care what humans think of me anymore at all. I don't even care about humans anymore. They're a fucked up species. Don't care about them. But anyway, so that's some ideas. So what we're going to talk about today was, you know, everybody's saying it now. Like the past few days, everybody's against everybody. Everyone's defaming everybody. Everyone's slandering everybody. Everyone's like libeling everybody. Everyone's HIPAA violating. You know, everyone's calling the cops on everyone. Everyone's got a police report. So like, what really is the deal? What do these things really mean? Like, what is a HIPAA violation? Like people throw that all the time. Oh, I'm going to get you for a HIPAA violation. Like, what are some of these things that we talk about? So that's, now my phone's going off. So that's one thing that I thought we could talk about. Oh my God. Everybody's really going crazy right now. But hold on. Someone just sent me a text. I got to look at this one more time. So, okay. So anyway, let's start off. Yes, merch. Wouldn't merch be fun? Like just crazy, stupid stuff. And they would be cute too. Like too many shirts are not cute. Like tank tops are not cute. Like yes, I only have one fight. You know what? And I could do it to raise money for people too. Like it could be something where, I don't know, maybe like we have a fund for people like in our group who need help or something. I don't know. I have all sorts of ideas. You know what I mean? Like it could be like, here's the price of the shirt. And then here goes to like the Queen OG fund, which like goes to people like in our little group that needs things or something. I don't know. Or we could just give it all, donate it all to cats. Because, you know, who really cares about anything but cats, and maybe a couple dogs or something like that around there. But I don't know. We could do something like that. That would be fun. That would be really fun. But what is going on lately? I swear to God, everyone stood on their head, farted out their mouth, and then got a poop spoon because they were constipated. That's it. We got poop. That's what I'm going to sell. Poop spoons and poop knives. Yes, Buckeye Mama is watching. So Buckeye Mama, we love you too. We love everybody. You know, this is the thing. Hold on. I really did scream so much. I'm losing my voice. I'm going to sell blue because it needs to be a girly color and it's not going to be pink. We could do blue poop spoons and poop knives. But yes, everything is getting crazy. And I think right now we have more people who aren't feeling well than I think I've ever heard of not feeling well. Like we've got a lot of people who, you know, just have whatever going on, that they're not feeling well all across the spectrum from a little bit to a lot of it. And when you think of that, and that, no, not doing that. Sorry, Lita, not doing that one. Not gonna do it. Not gonna time to do it. I wish we could, but we don't. Yeah, we don't know anything. We don't know anything about Susan, which it sucks. But all we can do, I mean, whether we know what's going on or not, we still can give the same amount of love and thought. I'm going to burp, and I don't want to burp for like YouTube because I really can burp. But you think about all these people who don't feel well, right? And then you think about all this dumbass shit that people are yapping about. Like it kind of puts it in perspective. Fuck off, right? I will destroy you. How about that? Oh, you missed it. So as usual, I had a microphone problem. As usual. And I swear to God, like, there are certain things in my life I am like, tell me to go pick some stocks. Tell me to go run the stock market. Can't fail. Can't fail. Tell me to go live. I'm fucked. Fucked. May I speak? Yes, that's a good one too. Every time I do a video, like I'll do a whole video and then like it will have no sound. Or I'll go to like, have it process or whatever, and the program will just like blow up. Or like my computer will just like die. Or the electricity will go out. Like every time I try to do something related to my channel, something major happens to screw me over. Like today, all of a sudden I had no sound. Nothing worked. So I got a little stupid and mad. Hello, stoner boy. I got a little stupid and mad and I yelled. I didn't break anything though. I mean, when I was in my 20s, man, some plates would have been a-flying. Fuck that audio. It would have been like, it would have been like the Matrix. But yeah, my audio didn't work and I flipped a bitch and I yelled and I'm losing my voice because of it. So that just shows how dumb I am. Oh man, I'm Italian. If you know Italian, and I used to have red hair. If you know a red-haired Italian, woo, don't get that bitch mad. Woo. In my 20s, man, stuff would have been flying. I don't know. I broken windows, plates, lawn equipment, car. Actually, my ex-husband pissed me off one time. And he went driving off. And I was like, I was not done with my sentence. And I got in my car and I followed him and I hit that boy in the butt. That was my car and that was my car. Those were two of my cars and my dumbass hit both of them. Yay. That's really smart. Like, that's the thing about having a temper is all you're doing is, hello, Nicolina, all you're doing is screwing yourself over. Because what are you doing? You're breaking your own shit. Like, you're breaking your own shit that you have to pay for. But, hello, Justin, but I will say, at that moment, when you are breaking your own shit, it feels really, really good. And I will say, it is much better than to break shit than break a person. Because, like, people would say, like, that's so dumb. Why are you throwing stuff? It's like, I could throw a person. I could throw a plate, or I could throw my husband. And I think the plate is much better. And like you've seen, they actually have places now where you like go and break shit. I mean, that's how good breaking shit is, that they actually have places just to break shit. It's like break shit RS. If you are Italian and a woman and hyper, break shit now. It'll feel good. And it does. It feels great. I've never gone, rage rooms, that's what they're called. I've never gone to one because I'm not rageful anymore. But I mean, because I live in the boonies. And well, I probably have thrown a plate at a husband. No, not at near. Like, woo, like Jedi mind trick. And he'd be like all the Matrix, like, woo, 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 woo. He is the one. You know what? I thought he said that in the movie. I swear to God, when he finally is doing his stuff and he's just like, doop, doop, doop. And then all at once he's like, boo, 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 boo. I swear to God, in the movie, they say he is the one. I swear to God, he said that. And I looked it up and he doesn't. I swear, doesn't he say something like, he is the one, or I knew he was the one? But he doesn't say anything like that. But anyway, yeah, they have rage rooms where they give you, and I don't know how smart this is, they give you like a hammer and a jacksaw or whatever that is, a mallet. And they're like, go in there all rageful with your friends to break shit. How many times has someone got a little hammer in the nose? Like, I don't know. I know you sign a waiver. And I'm sure that waiver is like, if you fuck your friend up, it's the tavern's fault. It's the tavern or Pooh's fault. If you break your friend, it's the tavern's fault. But seriously, how many times have people broken themselves? I mean, you're in there with like a mallet or like, I don't even know what they give you, but like, and you're all in there like, woo, 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 woo. I don't know. It sounds fun, but it sounds dangerous. And I'd really like to go. You did it, Nikita? I know we have one. I've seen one. It's like an hour and a half from here, but I know there's one like within the vicinity. But I mean, I could just go outside and break shit for free. Actually, one time when I bought this house, it had um, a greenhouse. I guess it was a greenhouse. Yeah, like it had a greenhouse, and it actually was really cool. It was like totally probably from the 50s, right? And it like had like green, the glass walls or whatever, and it had all sorts of stuff in it, like old pots and dirt and stuff like that. But it was like a full on, it had electricity going to it. It was a greenhouse, like a really cool old greenhouse, but I didn't want it. Like, I know I did. Ooh, that would be fun. We could nominate. That's what we could do. I could sell merch and we could set up a rage fund, and then we could each month vote to give someone a rage pass, and they get like a pass to a rage room. There's something I could do with like being monetized. That would be good. And then the person uses it to get their rage out, and they don't rage someone else, right? See how good that is? But anyway, so there's this greenhouse on my property. Knew I didn't want it, right? So one day, I don't know what was going on, but I was mad. I was really mad. And I went out there with a shovel and a shovel and a pickaxe. I think it was a pickaxe. Yes, you can. You can print out. And I actually think, my ex-husband bought me a boxing, thing, a big boo, 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 whatever. And I actually did print out faces and put it on there at one point. But this was like, that's like 20 years ago. But anyway, I went to my greenhouse with my shovel and my pickaxe, and I tore that bitch down. Like, and I remember it was so fun. Like, so, just like, and like the glass was breaking everywhere. And I think one of my neighbors, I saw him like walking up, because it's a really long road. Like, I saw him like walking up, like, are you okay? And I'm like, with my shovel, like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just breaking some shit. And they're like, oh, glad that chick moved in. Ooh, real good neighbor we have there. Throwing darts, I don't know. Throwing darts is kind of a little nice. It's like, pew. Seems a little nice. You gotta like, wah! Gotta break shit. How did we get on breaking shit? I don't know. I guess because my audio didn't work again. But literally, you should go to a rage room and that would. I bet they don't let you tape. I bet they don't let you bring cameras in the rage room. I bet they don't. Do you think they let you bring like alcohol in there? Can you imagine? If you go in there and like, and if you like don't break something on the first time, you have to like do a shot or something. When you get angry, you clean. Girl, come to my house and I will piss you off. I will piss the fuck out of you and you can clean my house. That would be great. God, I wish I cleaned when I got mad. When I get mad, I usually just like walk in circles because I can't figure out what I want to do. And I'm just like, ah. I just kind of like go from like area to area, like, ah. Like a weird, angry robot. Something like that. A smash room in Joplin. Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun. Now I'm going to have to look up a rage room. The cops got called. I seen a pic. It looks like, oh, wow. Everything could be a drinking game. Oh, my God. Has anyone ever looked at the back of the bottle of from the we have premium beer from the glass line tanks of Old Latrobe? We tender this premium beer for your enjoyment. What's that beer? Rolling Rock. Has anyone ever done the Rolling Rock drinking game? Does anyone even know what Rolling Rock beer is? Anyone know what Rolling Rock is? Rolling Rock the beer. Have a smashing time with the queen. Have a queenly smashy time. Anyone know what Rolling Rock is? And if you have you played the Rolling Rock drinking game? And if you haven't, you're going to go out and you don't know, you are a stoner and you don't know what Rolling Rock is. That's sad. So Rolling Rock is a beer. Well, when you're in college, you have to drink beer. You don't have a choice. But so Rolling Rock is a beer. Right? See, Rolling Rock is amazing. Someone knows what Rolling Rock is. Woo! Give that man a mallet and go get them to rage quit stuff. Okay. So, well, Justin, yeah, you're in West Virginia, so you would know what Rolling Rock is. So on the back of the Rolling Rock bottle, there's like a little saying. And we used to have, so in college, I grew up on the East Coast. So on the back of the bottle, there's like a little saying, and it's like 3 or 4 sentences, right? So one of the drinking games we had in college was you had to say the saying on the back of the bottle. And if you screwed up, you had to drink, and you had to keep doing it until you said it all the way through. And the saying is, from the glass-lined tanks of old Latrobe, we tender this premium beer, comma, for your enjoyment, comma, as a tribute to your good taste. From the mountain springs to you, 55. 55? It's something like that. I don't think I've said that in 20 years, but it's something like that. And you have to say the whole thing. So imagine you're like, you're a little tipsy and you're like, from the glass-lined tanks of old, and then you have to drink, and you have to keep going until you say the whole thing right. I think I was right. Someone should look it up. From the glass-lined tanks of old Latrobe, we tender this premium beer for your enjoyment, comma, as a tribute to your good taste. From the mountain springs to you, 55. I don't know if I have that last part wrong, but I haven't said that in a few decades. So anyway, so that's a drinking game. I don't know where that came from, but so that's a drinking game to play. And then there's the century. God, there's so many drinking games. God, I am so old. I can't even remember the last time I even thought about drinking games. That just made me feel really old. Ugh. Maybe if we made all of YouTube start to do drinking games, people would be a little bit nicer. What do you think of that? Oh, thanks for starting late. Good. It was really stressful for me starting late. My voice is coming back. Man, that was horrible. Once again, everything worked just fine. And as soon as I went to go live, there was no audio, none. And I tried everything and nothing. And I hate that. I hate that. When you get all nervous and you're like, you almost want to sweat, and like people are there and they're going to leave and you're trying to get it to go and it doesn't work and you're the only one there. So it's all on you. And it's just like, and then you yell and then you lose your voice like an idiot. I actually don't drink. Surprise, surprise. I haven't drank in a long time. No reason for it. I just kind of don't. Because when you're 50 and you get a hangover, it's like for years. No, it's not. But it's definitely, you don't like just drink and wake up the next day and be like, woo, that was a fun night. Drank a little too much. You're just like, oh dear God, kill me now. You can't I laugh at my husband when he like drinks too much. Like he did it the other night with his friend, and he ran the gamut too. He had like the red, the white, the beer, and hard liquor. That's the gamut, and that is you're assuredly fucked over. Yeah, he was not doing good. And a smoking party. So I've never been a pot smoker. I haven't. I did do it a little bit in my 20s, but I mean, if you can't tell, I'm a bit of a hyper person. So when I smoke pot, I go in a corner with a bag of Doritos and I'm just like, hi. And then I just laugh. Like actually, so there's someone new in my chat. His name is Stone But Not Alone. Hello, Stone But Not Alone. And I actually met him on Purples. You might remember him because a lot of you were probably there. So he was the guy who he went up, and I think Frank thought he was the person who was there before but was yelling really loud. Because when he first came on the screen, like Frank started yelling at him. Like he thought that was the guy, I think. Or something like that, right? I mean, it seemed that way. And then he's just like, dude, I don't know what you guys are doing, but y'all are fucked up. And he was just like, and they're like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I have no idea how I got here. I'm stoned and y'all are crazy. From the glass-lined tanks of old Latrobe, we tender this premium beer for your enjoyment as a tribute to your good taste. It's a comma, though. It's a comma. It's not a period. It's a comma. It comes from the mountain springs to you. And then there's a number. The number is very important. Is it 55? No, it's not 55, but it's something like that. What is it? See, Justin coming through for the win. What is it? Hold on. Let me go. Hold on. I'm going to grab some over here. What is it? There's a number. What's the number? I know there's a number. But yeah, so for all of you who are watching the live, so Stony McStoner comes in, right? And he's just like, I don't know how I got here, but y'all are crazed. And it was the funniest thing because he was just like laughing at everybody. And you know me, I go into like a live like that where everybody's yelling, and I'm just like, I'm back here with the blanket. Anybody want some popcorn? I'm like the idiot who makes fun of it all and then gets in trouble for that. But so anyway, then I was like, you have to be from California. I could just tell he was from California. So anyway, we started talking, and then here he is. But so hey, we don't yell over here though. Frank thought anyone who came on panel was coming from. Yeah, the stoner dude. We'll just say that he abides. My stoner dude abides. There's actually a new smoke shop that opened that I heard of, and I forget, it's the name of whatever it is, and then it just says abides. It's like whatever the name is, it's like the store abides or so, 33, that's it. Does anyone know what abides comes from? Because you aren't a real stoner if you don't know why I'm saying he abides. What that comes from? It comes from something. Who abides? That dude abides. Which is a great movie, by the way. The dude. What's the name of that movie? It's not The Dude. What's the name of that movie? The one with the dude. The dude abides. He always drinks White Russians. Here's a funny story. But that's not the name. That's not the name of the movie though, is it? I don't think that's the name of the movie. Big Lebowski. That's it. So it was, oh gosh, some birthday of mine. Well, I met my husband. I don't think I was married. No, maybe I was married. I was in my 30s, maybe like late 30s, right? And we had just watched that movie, and it was my birthday, and we all went to a bar. And I decided I was going to drink White Russians. Not a good idea to drink a lot of White Russians. So I was just like wasted, ham-skied. And my husband's family is very Catholic, so they said that we could not sleep in the same room because we weren't married yet, even though I was like 30 something and divorced. But okay, that makes sense. So anyway, I had to sleep in a room with his brother's girlfriend. So me and his brother's girlfriend slept in a room, and he slept on the couch and his brother slept on the floor or something. So anyway, it's the middle of the night. And it's like, when you wake up at like 3 a.m. and you're still drunk, you're like, you haven't yet gotten hangover stage, you're still drunk. And I remember I thought it was my husband. So I like reached over to be like, I think I need a soda or something. I might be having a downturn soon. And there was a boob there. And I was like, what is that? And all of a sudden she rolled over and she like said my name. And I was like, oh, and I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. And she's like, what are you doing? Because I was totally like feeling her up, because I was like, why does my husband have like a brat? Like, that's a little big for who is that over there? And I'm totally like feeling her up the whole time. And she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm so sorry, but I think I'm going to be hungover soon, and I need a soda. That's the only thing you drink is White Russians. White Russians are good. I will have to say, I do like White Russians. They are good. I like anything that doesn't taste like alcohol. But I mean, my drink, whoa, I just got all, my drink of choice. Oh, I didn't ask. I will ask. I'll have to go up and pee at some point, and I will ask. What was I saying? Crap. I lost my train of thought. Damn it. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, the Catholic parents. Oh my God. Catholic parents. Nothing against Catholic parents, but everything in moderation, right? Everything in moderation. You can eat bad food, but in moderation. You can smoke pot, but in moderate. Everything is fine in moderation, right? Oh, my drink of choice. Sauvignon Blanc or champagne. But never really drank, you're not really drinking real champagne. It's only real champagne is from France, but Sauvignon Blanc. I don't like anything but Sauvignon Blanc. That's the only. Yeah, see, if you're everything in moderation, just be, cosmopolitans. Ooh, you're very Sex in the City, aren't you there, Katie Bug? An old fashioned. My husband drinks old fashions. Katie Bug must be a little high maintenance with her Sex in the City cosmopolitans, aren't you there, girl? Now I know all about you drinking the Cosmo. Cosmos are actually very good. I'm trying to think of like, I haven't had mixed drinks in a long time. Wow. If I had to choose a mixed drink right now, it would probably just be a I know what a salty dog. That's a good drink. Does anyone know what a salty dog is? Because it took me a while to figure out why it was called what it was called. You know what a salty dog is? It's a greyhound, which is grapefruit juice and vodka with salt. So it's a greyhound with salt. So it's a salty dog. So I ordered salty dogs for years. And then one day while I was ordering it, I was like, I know why they call it a salty dog, because it's a greyhound with salt. Soon to be that's called a wasband. My friend told me that instead of a husband, it's a wasband, like get it? I'm so funny, I know. I remember in high school and early college, Mad Dog 2020. Woohoo! Party on with the Mad Dog 2020. And what else did we have? Coolers, wine coolers. Oh boy. Oh boy. See, I grew up in Pennsylvania. And in Pennsylvania, you can only get beer at a bottle shop, and you can only get hard liquor at a state store, and you can't buy anything on Sundays. Nothing. So you want to go to like your friend's parents' house for a nice dinner on Sunday? You're not getting no booze. No nice bottle of wine for you. Ooh, sangria's fun. I remember when I went to Canada when I was 18 and I could legally Boone's Farm. Boone's Farm is the best. Boone's Farm. Oh my God. You know what I remember drinking? I remember drinking grain alcohol when I was in high school. Who the fuck does that? Wow. That is a dumb idea if I ever heard one. Let's go take our 16-year-old brain and drink grain alcohol. Wow, that's the best idea ever. Let's go die. Dumb idea. And I remember we drank it in some abandoned house. We're like, there's an abandoned house. There's a house that someone's building that's abandoned. Let's go get some grain alcohol and die. Dumbest idea ever. Oh my God. Yeah. See, we drank the grain alcohol straight. We were dum-dums. But you know what? In Pennsylvania, you can't buy grain alcohol, which is why, we were so excited to do it, because you can't, alcohol is I remember when I got out of Pennsylvania and went to like a gas station, it was like, there's beer here in the gas station? There's beer here? Oh my God. And then you go to a grocery store and you're like, there's alcohol here at a grocery store? Oh my God. Mad Dog still gives you nightmares? Oh, moonshine with fruit. Well, we used to have Mad Dog parties where everyone would have a bottle of Mad Dog. And hey, Candy Girl, how are you? We are reminiscing our youth. I don't know how we got on this topic. It was not my planned topic, but here we go. So everybody would get their bottle of Mad Dog, and you had to drink the whole thing. You weren't allowed to leave the party until your bottle of Mad Dog was done. And we had one friend, poor little Jenny. She was an itty bitty little thing. She could not finish that bottle of Mad Dog to save her life. Nope. Never. She never could do it. Every time it got her. Every time at a certain point in the night, it's like, where's Jenny? Whoa, can't find her. Oh, better find a garbage can because she's probably heaved over one somewhere. Poor little thing. She never, ever made it. Like, she was just too little for it. Boone's Farm, Strawberry Fields. God, do they still make that stuff? Do they still make that stuff? Wow. Ugh. I can't drink hard liquor like that. Like my husband likes to drink Jameson, and like I can't do that stuff. I can't just. It's got to be like poisoned down with some taste. Like it needs to be a girl drink. It needs to be like have some fruity stuff in it, which is probably why I like Sauvignon Blanc. Is it stoner dude's fault we ended up on this topic? How did we? Well, I started talking about Rolling Rock. Why was I talking about Rolling Rock? Rolling Rock. Why was I talking about Rolling Rock? I have marbles in my mouth. It probably is the stoner's fault. And if it wasn't, it was the tavern's fault. And if that wasn't, it was Pooh's fault. Where is Pooh? Where am I? Where's Pooh? What happened to Pooh? Where is my Pooh? The funniest, one of the best things we did was, has anyone ever done a case race? Now there's something, I don't know if it's fun to do, but there, like, has anyone ever done a case race? Because case races are, I don't know, the bomb diddy bomb bomb, but hold on. I got to pee real quick. One sec. You guys put down if you've ever done, here, I'm going to mute it so you don't hear me going down pee down here, but tell me if you've done a juice. Jungle juice. Oh my god, jungle juice. So has anyone ever done a case race? So I remember doing a case race, and I forget what year of college it was, but so what you did was you got a case of pony bottles, little pony bottles, which are like, I don't know, what's a real is 16 ounces the real whatever it was. They were like the minis. Maybe they're 12 ounces or something. But you had a partner, and there was a garbage can in the middle of the apartment because it's college, so like you're in an apartment. So, and the garbage can in the middle was for if you had to puke, and if you had to puke, you were disqualified. So you had all these teams of people, and it was whoever finished their case of pony bottles first. And me and my friend Greg, we were known, like I was known to be, I could drink a man under the table, like woo, 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 woo. As far as chugging, I was like, whoa, like I could open the throat, down it, no sexual jokes, please don't clip that, but I could chug anything, anytime, anywhere, like bam. I don't know how many drinking like races I did with people, like shot, like I could drink anybody, anytime, anywhere. So, and my friend Greg was really good too. So we were like it was like you can't beat these two, right? Like you just can't. So the thing starts and we're going, and I had an air bubble. Okay, right? You know when you get an air bubble, and this. If you're talking to me, this is a true story. So, so I'm like, I have an air bubble, and he's like, keep drinking. We're in the lead, and I'm like, I need a moment. I have an air bubble. Just let me burp, and I will be fine. I can't. I have an air bubble. And he's like, God damn it, you're gonna make us lose. Keep drinking. And he's like, shoving me. And I was like, so I kept drinking, and I had an air bubble. So I was going to throw up. I had an air bubble. It wasn't my fault. Like, it wasn't my fault. I had an air bubble. I put alcohol on top of it. I was going to throw up. But I was like, I can't lose. I can't lose this. Like, I'll never live it down. So I don't know how, but somehow I snuck out of that apartment, went into my friend Greg's apartment, which was next door. He had a Bible bumper Catholic roommate. Total Bible bumper, right? Never went anywhere. So I go running in, and I'm like, trying to run down the hall to go to the bathroom to get rid of my air bubble so I could sneak back. And all at once, the friend is there. And I'm just like, and he's like, And you know how when you're kind of like doing wrong, and then there's some, especially when you're like waste, and then there's someone who's all like, you just feel bad. You just feel like, hi, I know you probably just came back from church and you're sober and you're with your girlfriend and you got a book you're reading. And here I am running down the hall, a little bit drunk, and I got an air bubble and I'm going to puke and I'm just dirty little bastard right now. You just feel like you're like, I'm just like the drunk puker right now. And I'm like, hi, excuse me. And I went around him, went into the bathroom, toilet up, bleh. Like it was just straight beer. Like it was just like that. Close it down, flush, whoosh, went back, somehow snuck over. We finished, and we won. We won. And he's like, "Where'd you go?" And I was like, "I had an air bubble." God damn it! And he's like, "Did you leave?" And I was like, "Yeah, I had an air bubble." And he's like, "We could have got disqualified." I was like, "I can't win with you, man." I was like, I just helped you. Like, no love, no love, no love. And no love on YouTube either lately. Why is everybody so bunged up? Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we need to pass around some drinking games. Maybe we need to do channel to channel case races. God, I can't talk. Maybe we need to do a channel to channel case race. Like maybe that's all we need to do. Maybe we all need to just get drunk together and we'll stop being assholes to each other. Because why is everybody being an ass? Everybody's like, well, you can't really do smoking games. Like, at least for me, if I smoke too much, I'm just in the corner laughing, eating. I mean, I don't like there would be no point to it. You know what? So everyone knows I have a 23-year-old cat, right? I have a 23-year-old cat. My husband gets him drunk, or not drunk, stoned. My husband gets him stoned. I mean, he's 23. He's got bodily aches and pains, right? So my husband will like smoke and then blow it in his face. And he totally knows what it is. Like he sniffs it up and he gets the munchies after. Like he does. He's like, as soon as he's done, he's like, wet food, please. Give me the gravy. Bitch, make me some food. Oh, 17. I remember when Rasputin was 17. It seems so long ago. But yeah, I mean, when you're 23, he wobbles. He doesn't really walk very well. I mean, he's totally fine. But yeah, he loves it. Loves it. Like my husband will be like, he'll get the pipe out and the cat will just see him. He's just like, he knows what's going on. He's all just like, and he kind of like stands up and he goes, but, and he's like, he sniffs it all up. And then you just see it. You just see it. He'll be like that. And then he'll just suddenly be like, and he like cozies in. And then he gets the munchies. Because if my husband will come back with food, he's all just like, what do you got? What do you got? He totally gets the munchies. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, over the course of this trial, I will demonstrate to you that my client, the tavern, is wrong with you. No, the tavern, I can't talk today. I can't talk today. I am like, blah, 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 blah. The tavern is in trouble for everything. I just replaced the drunk dog lady on the poo channel. Oh my God. Did I? Oh my God, I did. Well, you know what? That's okay. You can get your cat stoned, can't you? That's way better than getting a cat. Like, you can kill an animal by giving them alcohol. It's poison. It's they could die. You can't kill a cat by like breathing stonage into them, right? No, you can't. You can't. You can't. I think I'm all good here. I think 9 out of 10 YouTubers agree that getting your cat stoned is the right way to go and the tasty way to do it. Right? 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 I absolve my wrongfulness. I think is perfectly fine. It does, actually. It does help his pain. They want us to give him like a baby aspirin, and they actually give him tramadol. He actually gets tramadol, and I don't want to give him that. Like that, I don't want to give him that crap. So like a little smokage, like once a day, He's totally fine. I mean, it's natural. It's natural. Oh, you know what? It was the chick who killed her boyfriend and cut him up and had sex with him. That chick from Wisconsin, Heidi's neck of the woods. Um, I think there was something about she was going to plead the insanity. And they were saying, like, if you're not crazy, you don't want to plead insanity because where you go, you don't want to be unless you're absolutely insane. Because it's not like, oh, I'm just not in jail. I'm just like chilling. Like, no, you're with crazy. See, the judge threw it out. You can get your cat stoned all you want. It is perfectly fine. I am in the right on this one. Well, you know what? His name's Rasputin. He didn't really necessarily like it at first. He wasn't all that down into it at first. Like at first, he just kind of was like, but like it's taken time. Like now he's all into it. He's like, oh, because now I think he knows. Like at first, I think he just thought, why are you blowing this stuff in my face that is smelly and probably doesn't taste very good and all that. But I think now he's realizing, oh, that makes me feel better. And when cats get old like that, they get very skinny. Like he's skinny. It helps him want to eat. If I could, and it's funny because I am in pain management, and like I have asked if I could smoke pot because we had a grower's license. We grew we called it the secret garden. It was funny. The secret garden. And because there's an area where there's all these beautiful manzanitas and stuff, and they were like hidden under the manzanitas. So we called it the secret garden. And the kids would go down there and water the secret garden. But anyway, yeah. So, like I would say, like, can I, instead of having so much pain medicine, can I do that too? Because I can't do that alone because I'll be sitting in a corner. Okay, be right. Stoney's going to go stonage. The stonage abides. I'd be in there with Doritos laughing. So I can't only use that, but it would help to be like a little bit, not to take so much pain medicine, right? Nope, can't do it. And they pee test you every month. So can't do it. It's so stupid. Oh, yeah, I do palliative care with my cats, and I've had many cats who have lived many years past when I got that first, you need to put your cat to sleep, because the animal will tell you if they want to fight. I mean, quality of life is quality of life, and we have people who can't do anything, but they mentally have a great quality, they still want to fight. So just because an animal, like, oh, you can't run around and play anymore, you better go die. We don't have to be like that. So, like I had one cat, his sister actually, badass little bitch. She was this tiny little itty bitty black thing. Her name was Rapunzel. Rapunzel and Rasputin. I am awesome at naming animals, by the way. And she had cancer, and she had bone cancer, and we amputated her leg, and it came back. And at that point, there was nothing we could do. So, they said, but we did palliative care. She lived for probably a good extra couple of years. And she had a very happy life. I mean, she had this no leg and a big wonking tumor hanging out, but she was very happy, I had 13 cats when my husband and I got together. So he's seen a lot of animals. I mean, I've had so many animals. It was ridiculous. And then look at chat here. I'm getting much better at reading chat while I go, I think. I like my vet it's a small town, so my vet knows me. So he'll always say, like, I would say you, but I know you. He's always like, what do you want to do? And I'm always like, okay, well, give me the bag of fluids and all the needles and IV and, give me the pain medicine and do our thing, So I do it all the time, and I do it for other people, like as long as, like, you can tell, like my animals will tell me, like, do they want to fight or are they just done? And I've had some cats who they're like, throw in the towel, I'm done, this isn't worth it. And I only had like 2 cats that did that. But most of my cats are like, they're ready to go. Like they're hanging on for whatever, You know, so there I am, IV fluids and all this crazy stuff. I mean, I'll do whatever. But yeah, I mean, marijuana really helps with the pain. You can tell. I've, oh no, the leg didn't. I wish the leg would grow. You know, there are some animals. There's a couple of little animals that they grow back. But yeah, we called her tripod for a while. It was a big joke. But she, we amputated her leg and everything was great for like maybe almost a year. And then you could start to see like at the site, the tumor came back. And it was like, and there's nothing you can do at that point. So it's just like, and like when she died, I mean, the tumor was like, she almost would like fall over. It was so big. Like if you saw her, you would be like, I can't believe that person is keeping that cat alive with that huge tumor. But she didn't care. She could still jump with it. She didn't care. You know, like cats do very well losing a limb. Lizards, that's what it is. Lizards grow new tails. Animals don't really like, for us, for me, if I lost an arm or a leg, I would like that like no, that would take a lot for me to adapt to it. But animals, they really just like, they're just fine. I mean, they like, she ran, she jumped. I mean, she would jump from like here all, you know, up to a shelf. It was like it never happened. I mean, they do extremely well. So people who think like, oh gosh, you know, I'm supposed to amputate my pet's leg or arm, like that's horrible. Like, how can I do that? But they really don't care. Like, if you have an option of dying or getting rid of a limb, get rid of that limb, because the animal does not care a bit. You'd be surprised how well they do with that. I know a lot about cats. I know a lot about randomness. But that would be cool if her leg grew back. But no, it didn't. But I see a lot of people give their animals marijuana. So how many states is it not legal in? Like it's legal pretty much everywhere now, isn't it? I mean, where is it not legal? I mean, I'm in California where, you know, everything's legal. And if it's not, you do it anyway. Just don't get caught. So where isn't it legal? It's legal in Pennsylvania. Now it's legal in West Virginia. Where is it not legal? Who's lived somewhere that it's not legal? Because I can't think of any place that it's not legal. And if anyone wants a link, just say so. I'll put it like, I don't, you know, I always forget that. Does anyone live is it legal for everybody? I swear to God. Texas, it's only legally medicinally. Yeah, but everybody gets around that. Florida, it's not legal at all. Wow. Huh. Kansas is not legal. Oh, I can see Kansas. Being not legal. Is Tennessee? It's legal, right? Tennessee's legal. It's not legal in Tennessee. Wow, it's not legal in a lot of places. I really thought it was legal much more than it is. Well, I don't hear. I mean, is it legal anywhere recreationally? I mean, I don't think it's legal anywhere. Like, just go smoke some dope. It's not legal anywhere recreationally, is it? I mean, I thought it was only legal medicinally anywhere. That was the whole point. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's a stupid thing. Like, if you're gonna, I mean, people are just gonna go to the next state. So it's like, that's where it just gets dumb. Like Pennsylvania, you know, right? California is recreationally? Oh, I didn't know that. So I can just, I mean, my husband goes and buys stuff all the time, and he doesn't have a card. Hey, sweet pea. He doesn't have like a card. So I guess I should have known that. But God, I'm dumb. Wow. I guess I should have known that. How's he buying it if he doesn't have a card? Ooh. Some say something must be. Yeah, I guess I should have figured that. Huh. Yeah, you know what else he got? But you can just go, like, anyone can go to another state, and you can get everything online nowadays too. I mean, that's the stupid part. I mean, yeah, I guess I never thought of it. Yeah, he just goes to a place and just goes and buys whatever. Like, he just got some tincture that it has THC in it, but it's some tincture that's just like, ooh, the cat's just like, I'm happy. Yeah, I guess I should have thought of that. I guess sometimes I am really blonde. For all of those people out there who like to say I'm not very smart, I guess I just proved you're right. Do we even want to broach that subject? Because there's a lot of stupidity going around. It's not legal in any southern states. Huh. It's not. Wow. I guess I should look that up. I guess I don't pay attention because I don't smoke. So Delta 8 though, that's the it's that's is it edible? There are 3 beautiful girls. Oh, I'm sure. Like it's like boom boom or LA. It's probably just like every, it's like a freaking Subway or a McDonald's. It's like every corner. Like there like we went down to I think San Diego, and it was like for a wedding, and everywhere we went, it was like there was a McDonald's. Do you need that many McDonald's? Like really? And they all do well. Delta 8 is, see, I don't know much about the whole vape thing. I'm really an old fuddy duddy. I think I've become an old fuddy duddy. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you? It's no good. Yeah, I think isn't Delta 8 the stuff that people get real fucked up on? Like, remember the guy with the bath salts that ate someone's face off? Like, that's when you know something's bad, when you go eating someone's face off. What did you have for dinner? A homeless man's face. Wow, that sounds great. And he didn't even know he did it. I remember seeing the video because I think they have like some helicopter over or something videoing him. And the guy is like over the other guy, just like a freaking monster. And then there was the guy who went into some family's garage. Remember that story? There was some guy who was like walking, and there was a family in their garage doing something, and he just like went in and bludgeoned them and then ate. Like, that's some bad stuff that makes you like, what are you hungry for today? A person, a nose, maybe a finger to go with that. Like, what? That's anything that makes you even slightly think you want to eat a kneecap is wrong. In California, they send us coupons. Wow. I personally, I'm not going to start some conversation because, like, I'm not. But personally, I think they should just legalize all drugs. I mean, especially marijuana. Just legalize the darn stuff. I mean, my goodness. I mean, pretty much every drug, like cocaine, started in Coca-Cola. It was, I think there were, you used to be, oh, about the face. Yeah, like, what do you want for dinner? I'll have a face with a side of armpit and maybe a little toe on the side. Like, that's gross. Yeah, like weed. It's like this state, just legalize the whole damn thing. I mean, come on. Like, how many times do you see like a bunch of stoner people like, are they really committing crimes? Like, they can't even get up and close the refrigerator, let alone go like rob a bank. Like, hey, you want to go rob a bank? Oh yeah. All right, when should we go? Let me just have another hit. Maybe in like 5 hours. Okay, dude, that sounds great. I mean, stoners are not committing crimes like that. They're just like zen and happy and like chill. I mean, it takes a lot of energy to plan out a crime. It does. You got to move. And you got to yell. Like, hey, I'm committing a crime. Get down. Molly's making all stoners look bad. Why? How could you make a stoner look bad? Put a mirror in front of their face. Knock, knock, knock. All the stoners walked right into that. I haven't heard about Crocodile. Who's Crocodile? Just didn't watch it. See, I actually don't watch a lot of YouTube because I don't have a lot of time for it. So I don't know who's, no, they, what? They plus Aunt Mail it, my son Jew. Wow. I don't know if that was English or code, but in one ear, out the other. Dolly. Oh, I thought you said Molly. Dolly's making all stoners look bad. Well, I mean, he's making people with facial hair look bad. I mean, for let alone the stoners. I mean, I don't know. My son just mailed me a vape. Oh, the post office, like the post office took it away. Oh, no, I don't think, no. So I'm wrong in what I said. I don't think, well, see, this is why conversation should happen. Because I just said they should legalize all drugs. But now that I'm reading that, I'm like, yeah, no, we shouldn't legalize heroin or meth. So see, now I'm like thinking about what I said, and I'm like, yeah, well, no, I really don't really think I mean that I said what I said. But then where do you put the gray mark? I don't know. Maybe you do legalize all of it. I don't know. That's a tough one though. Croc is a nasty. Oh, ew. Oh, Jen, that's that stuff that they were mixing with fentanyl in Philadelphia that was making people like think they had bugs under the skin, right? That's the stuff that they were doing. The what's the name of that street on in Philadelphia? Shoot, there's a street. Um, ah, there's a street on Philadelphia. La 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 la. That is like the main one of the main streets where it's all drug stuff there. And it used to be nice. Oh, I got to go through the alphabet. When I don't remember a word, I go through the alphabet and see if I can remember it. Kensington. Yes. Kensington. Yes. Isn't that the stuff they were putting in fentanyl to make in Kensington? And it made people all like, they all have like, no, they mixed it. It didn't. So I think I could be totally wrong. And I'm often very, very wrong. But I remember when I first was watching YouTube, there was a YouTuber guy who he would go down Kensington and try to help people. But what they were doing, was that they were mixing this stuff in with the fentanyl, horse tranquilizer. Yeah, and then these people were like, they'd scratch and they'd have like big, wounds that didn't heal, and it was like bad. I mean, these huge wounds that would have to hurt like anything, and they were still just injecting it. I mean, yeah, that's bad. But I mean, would people do even the bad stuff like heroin? Would people do less of that if it was legal? I mean, part of doing drugs is the whole like, ooh, mystique of it. I mean, I don't know. I don't have the answer. And I certainly don't want to discuss the whole thing here, but I mean, my God, certainly marijuana. I mean, geez. Yeah, I saw something and it was a guy and literally his whole arm, like you could see bone. And the skin that was there had been like ruined and scabbed over so many times that it didn't even look like skin anymore. It was kind of just, I mean, it was bad. I mean, it was bad. It was to the point that it's like, how could anyone have that happen to them and still do that and still be like, oh, yep, where's my next fix? That's just fine over there, right? So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I can't smoke pot. I would be like 7,000 pounds in a corner laughing with Doritos. Everything would be funny. They found fentanyl in candy. What's wrong with people? Like, what's wrong with people? Like, that's when you think, I mean, I remember when I was a kid for Halloween and they would, hear on the news, somebody put a razor blade in the popcorn thingies. And you think to yourself, like, what's wrong with people? How could anybody do that? But stuff like that, it's like, but if anyone listened to the whole Kylie Rodney thing, I do remember that right after she went missing, they arrested some guy for distributing fentanyl. But of course, she drowned with no looking like she drowned. But that's another. another story. Oh, Joe the Street Preach. Is he, wait, is he black? Joe the Street Preach? Because if he is, then he's not. Then if he is, then he's a different person that I'm thinking of. Ugh, that stuff is horrible though. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, for PJ for Halloween, we actually like have a party here. I mean, there's a place they do go to trick or treat. Oh, so I know who Joe is. There's also at my college there was a guy who we called that, so I didn't know but yeah, I have seen him. The only thing I didn't like about him is I saw him take someone in, and I think it wasn't schizophrenia, but it was something like that, and he was all just like, you can't take any medicine here, like the Lord will take care of that for you. And it's like, I think if you're schizophrenic, you might need some medicine. There are certain medicines that God can't take over, right? You lost $140 because of the police. How'd you do that? They get so Sleepy, they just get they have they're called they have little things that make the pills. I don't know what they're called, but they have little machines that make pills, and they just get them to make pills that look like that. And then I think they buy fentanyl in a powder form. I think I think they buy a excuse me, a powder form from China. And so then they mix that with, filler and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I mean, so from what, yeah, they're like little moles. It's a pill press. That's what it's called. It's a pill press. And they have pill presses that look, I guess they have to make them. Hey, Lynn, how are you feeling? Lucy, are you talking about the preacher from Kensington? Because yes, that's who I was talking. I saw him, and he was helping this one kid who really needed help. But I remember he told him like, "Hey, Captain Kurt," he told him like, you can't take any of your medications, and the guy was, he's schizophrenic. He needs his. You can't just cold turkey and just like, God will take care of you. Like, no, I don't know. I'm not a religious person at all. But, like when people say like, oh, God will take your cancer away. Well, God gave you the cancer, but I don't want to get into that because then I used to love celebrity rehab. I loved that was a long time ago. Bjork on it, my God. Yeah, they used to just have the lollipops and the patches. And then they started making pills, I guess. And so now they can get a powder from China, and then they make the presses so currently, God, what are we speaking about? Somehow we are now currently on the topic. We switched from drinking games to marijuana and getting cats stoned to legalizing marijuana to fentanyl and pill presses. We're just bouncing around all over the place. We're just moving fast. Yeah, I mean, that stuff's crazy. But that's what you have to like imagine being. Yeah, there was the lollipop girl was fentanyl, I think. But you have to realize, imagine wanting something so bad that you're like gonna risk just like Russian roulette or anything, or like the skin eating thing. Like that's just crazy. That's how much you want something. I used to love Intervention. I loved Intervention. I don't know why, but I loved it. It was one of the best shows. And I was really bummed when they stopped making it. I don't know why I liked it, because it's not really like a good show. I mean, it kind of. Hey, Tara. Yeah, we're all over the place. We started. What did we even start talking about? I don't even know what we started talking about. I mean, I did have a plan of things to talk about, but I don't know. Yeah, is there anybody who came out of Celebrity Rehab or Intervention or any of those types of shows and was successful? Any of them? Well, I guess the guy who's on, but he didn't do it through Celebrity Rehab because there's the one guy who's the magician who helps Dr. Drew. The what he has the orange hair. Um, you want to know something crazy? The people that were in Miami that were eating people didn't know anything. Wait, didn't the one guy have he was bath salts? Wait, who didn't have any drugs in their system and ate somebody? Because if you're eating a person without any drugs in your system, like, whoa, Nelly, because that's not what I got on my dinner menu. That's gross. Wow. Well, remember, did he die? Did he? No, he didn't die. The Guns N' Roses guy. He's been on there forever. No, not Carrot Top, but he looks Bob Forrest. Bob Forrest. He's probably one of the biggest success stories, but he didn't do it through something like that. I mean, he did start out as a musician and he was a huge druggie, but then he got clean and now he kind of not Slash, the other guy. Uh at Sandler, not Tom Sizemore. China died. That was crazy when she died. The guy with him, Sandler. Yeah, I thought they didn't have bath salts. They just woke up and said, "I'm gonna go eat some nose and lips and a side of ear." That would be just great. Where's the pepper? Can I have some Tabasco with that? Not Axl Rose. It's the guitarist. What? What? Not Duff. The blonde haired guy. Shoot. I would Google it, but I feel like that's cheating. Wasn't his name like it starts with an A? His last name starts with an S. The porn. Well, she wasn't a. Remember Mindy? Who was the porn? Remember Mindy McCready? Does anyone remember when she had a seizure on camera? But you thought she was laughing because she was sitting there and she was talking to, I forget who, but she was like talking to this person. It looked like she was laughing because she was like, ah, and she just like was like, ah, and then she fell on the ground. And the person she was talking to thought she was laughing too, and then she fell on the ground. It's not, I'm going to look it up. It's like his last name is like Sadler, something. I can't remember. It's going to bug the crap out of me now if I don't know. All right, we're going to find it out. We're going to cheat. What was the name of the show? She shot her. Oh, I'll tell a story in a second. What was the name of the Dr. Drew show? Now I'm having a dumb head on that. Not Celebrity Rehab. Okay, hold on here. Celebrity Rehab. Steven Adler. I had the letters backwards. Steven Adler. That's what I was talking about. He was the drummer for Guns N' Roses. He is still alive. God bless him. Wow. Steven Adler. He's 5'7". He's my height. He's a shorty. Dang. Now he has been through some crap. Adam Carolla. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, that seizure was crazy. Because she was just sitting there and you thought she was laughing and then she just kind of like fell off the bed. It was scary. That was scary. Yeah, just about everybody dead from that show. My goodness. Okay, there was a story that I was going to tell. Yeah, she killed herself on the porch, and she had herself like wrapped up or something. She had a hard life. She had a hard life. Hey, Shuby mom. She had a hard life, that poor thing. She had a and I saw the Man Show. Oh my god. I saw some like, behind the music type thing, and it was talking about how like when she came on the scene, just like most women, they made her get on like uppers basically to be like, you need to be thinner, you're too big. I mean, just like oi oi oi. Her boyfriend killed himself. Yeah, that girl. I mean, I can't. If you're thrown into former Guns N' Roses Steven Adler, see if. Oh, that's a scary picture. Oh, oh, oh. Wow. But remember, he used to just yell at people. He just yell at people. He'd get so mad. I remember he came to the show wasted. I remember that at one point. He came wasted, and then he left a few times. I remember he left a few times. Oh, I used to love Behind the Music and all the true stories. Steven Adler was the drummer for Guns N' Roses. He was the original drummer, and he got kicked out because he was on drugs. And he was really mad about it because he's like, everyone else is on drugs. So everyone else is on drugs. Why am I in trouble for what everyone else is doing? Like Mr. Brownstone is all about heroin. Pop-up video. Oh, I love pop-up video. Pop-up video. Boop, boop, boop. I love that show. I think Duff did. Now we're just gonna. Michael Lohan. Oh my God. Almost worst dad ever. Hey, Shuby mom. No, you're never interrupt. I interrupt myself. Shoot. I interrupt myself more than anybody else interrupts me. Oh my God. See, there's Steven Adler. He's a scary one. I loved MTV when it was actually music television. Till they got all those damn shows. Hated that. I remember watching MTV when it first, bam, oh my God, flashback. I remember watching MTV back in the day. I remember being in one of my friend's apartments, and it was the summer, and it was obviously in the 80s. And I remember it being on the TV and it being like, oh my God, like, what is that new show? That's so awesome. And it was like when it first came out in like, when did it come out? Like 84 or something like that. Jenny McCarthy. Oh my God. I remember those shows and being like, man, wouldn't that be fun to just, well, they had, so MTV, then they started with all the shows, all the dumb shows. And then they had VH1. I mean, videos were great. I don't know why they had to have all those shows. Headbangers Ball. Oh my God. You know what? I have to have an MTV 80s flashback live. We just have to do it. Like an 80s flashback live where I'm sure I can play stuff because it's old. I mean, it's not copy. Like once a song reaches a certain point, it's not, you can do stuff with it. I bet I can play some stuff. We're going to do an 80s MTV flashback live stream. Isn't that the best idea ever? And I'm going to dress 80s. I'm going to dress like Christy Smith, gnarly bitch. I still have to do a song. I started writing a song, believe it or not. I started writing a song. And I started writing music too. And I'm going to make like an 80s video, like an actual like video with music and lyrics that I sing. It might be horrible. It might be absolutely horrible. I have that to do. And then I also have like a little rap that I want to do. I have some scary things that I want to do. I haven't been as comedic lately. Things haven't been quite as funny lately. It's been hard to find things that are funny lately to talk about. American Bandstand, Bandstand. What was the other one? The 70s one. The disco one. What was the disco show? Soul Train. Soul Train. Woo! Woo woo. I have upstairs, and it's like a side table, and like the top comes off and the whole thing is filled with VHR tapes. Hey, Ray Ray. Solid gold. Oh my God. We're going to have, and this is not going to be Halloween. We're going to have like a dress up song show flashback, and I can play different, like Soul Train, like a song. I remember having Quiet Riot, Come On Feel the Noise tape, which I still have. I still have it. It's upstairs. I think it's in my 80s video with Christy Smith. I think that's one of the videos I have. But I remember walking around with my boombox I had Def Leppard, Pyromaniac, and Quiet Riot, Come On Feel the Noise. I had those two tapes out, and I'm walking around with my boombox like, I'm so cool. And my bleached blonde, mullet hair, woo, Star Search. Who else was on Star Search? There were a couple really big people that started out on Star Search. There was one other person who was really, really big who started on Star Search. Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Front row night before. Oh my God. So many good memories. Was Tiffany Amber Thiessen Star Search? No, she wasn't Star. Leanne Rimes. Yeah, Leanne Rimes. She's a man stealer, isn't she? From Beverly Hills Housewives. Although that chick did some plastic surgery and got a little scary there. What her name is? What's the Leanne Rimes? She stole Eddie, who's married to what's the Beverly Hills Housewife chick? Lita Ford. Oh my God. I loved Lita Ford. I so much wanted my mom to let me dye like the undercolor of my hair. But she wouldn't. She wouldn't let me do it. But I thought Lita Ford was the most gorgeous person on the planet. I thought she was just like, Brandy Glanville. She used to be so pretty. I remember seeing her on Beverly. She was so pretty, wasn't she? And then I think she started with some lips, and then I don't know what she did, but she doesn't look. She used to be funny a little bit. She was Lita Ford. Oh my God, you don't know who Lita Ford is. I think I have to take your wrench away for that. I mean, fuck. Duh. I mean, wow. You shouldn't have said that out loud. That was bad. Lita Ford. Oh my God. I'll find a picture for you. She sang with Ozzy Osbourne, for Christ's sake. But Brandy Glanville, I remember when she came on, she was kind of funny, a little bit out there. Oh, she got her hoo-ha done? I don't know if I do that. I mean, I don't know. I got these done and that's it. I don't know. I think your face is your face. Like, that's how people know who you are, right? Like, if you change your face, then like Brandy Glanville, she doesn't look like her at all anymore. Like, she doesn't. Like, if you saw her, like, you see some pictures of her and it's like, you don't look like you. Kiss me deadly. Oh my God. Like, when these women get things with their face, I mean, they don't look like who they used to be. And that's kind of scary. I know there's all these rumors that I've done so much plastic surgery and blah, blah, blah. But like, I haven't done a damn thing except for these. Like, and I think for 50, I'm doing pretty good. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe when I get a little older, I'll want some done. But I mean, I don't know. Stacy Q. I need you. I need. Your dog is 20 in regular years? Yeah. Well, no, you don't feed it to her. You have to blow it in their face. We were talking about that earlier. So I have a 21-year-old cat, and my husband blows it in his face. All right, so I'll find Lita Ford. Lita Ford, American guitarist. Here we go. Oh, whoa, wow. Good thing I didn't eat lunch before that. Woo! Did not age well. Wow. See, that's sad. She was so beautiful. I mean, just age naturally. I mean, it's one thing, get a little something if you want, but you can tell they get that look. They get that look with the cheeks, and then the eyes get really small because everything's been pulled too many times. God, she looks like this one. Like, geez. I mean, hey, do whatever you want. It's not for me to judge, but God, I wish, like, see if you can see that. Like, she doesn't even look like, that's Lita Ford. My God. I mean, I don't know. Do what makes you feel good, but I don't think that makes you feel good. I don't think when you end looking like a completely different person, I mean, who knows? Who am I to say? I mean, I don't know. I got my boobs done, but I don't know. I don't know. There's a big difference to me, like totally rearranging your face, which is like who you are, and like your boobs. Your boobs is like, who cares about that? I mean, I don't know. I just hate when they go too, like Lisa Vanderpump. She's had a lot of stuff done, but she still looks like she doesn't look that much different from when she was younger. She's had a lot of stuff done to her face, but she still looks like Lisa Vanderpump, and she still looks good, I think. But like Lita Ford, I'm trying to find a good picture. Like, there are no pictures of her. I wonder why. God, it just like, I don't know. I mean, I have to get my nose because of like a crack there and a deviated septum, but I don't know. I don't know if I would do anything to my face. There's Lita Ford from back in the day. Remember her now? Beautiful. Remember her? Heather's Kids. We would sing "I'm Your Penis." Oh boy. Well, good for you. Wow. Okay. All right. Let me find another picture. God, she was like so badass. I remember that. Hold on. Let me find a good picture. Oh, here's a good picture. Yeah. Here's how I remember her. And if you want to know what I look like in the 80s, this is pretty much it. I mean, like the yellowish bleached hair. This is about what my boobs look like too. That's why I had them done. See if I can do that. See? Trying to make it so it doesn't like. Gosh, dag nabbit. Edges. There we go. That's Lita Ford. See, she's got the girl mullet. She's got black underneath. She's got the cute little body there. She's beautiful. That's what was good in the 80s. You had little boobies. You didn't have like lips all done. Yeah, she was beautiful. And then, my friend, it all went downhill. And then, my friend, you decided to plump one too many wrinkles. And it turned, she does not have a lot of pictures when she gets older. Gosh darn it. I'm trying to find like a piece of dry skin right there on my lip. Bugging the crap out of me. She doesn't have a lot of oh, I think she has a daughter. just like her. Not pictures of her when she's older. Ah, this is annoying. I can't really find any good pictures. Who else were we looking for? But she was so, I remember her. Her and, see, Snosberry's an 80s girl. I'm an 80s girl. The 80s were the best. You know why? I think we were more accepting in the 80s than we are now. Because maybe like you would make a snide comment because people like were just foul mouthed then. But you said it and then you like accepted someone. Now, I don't know. We're a big lot of assholes lately. That's what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about like the definitions of all these things that we use and they're wrong and everybody's an asshole lately. Everybody's a real asshole lately. Like, are we desensitized to being an asshole? Like, it almost feels like we are. Like, people used to say comments about other people and be like, oh, no, you can't say that. Like, that was really mean. You shouldn't have said that. And now it's like people just let each other just say whatever. It's like, I don't know. It's like when Elvis came on and he shook his hips and people are like, oh my God, he shook his hips. You can't do that. And like now people are having sex on TV, right? And we're desensitized to it. We got desensitized to, you used to not be able to swear on TV. And then you could say like ass, and then you could say bitch. And now there's like you get desensitized to stuff. Like I think when I came, okay, bye, Audra. I think when I came here in January, like I remember like people would be on like different panels and someone would say something really like rude against someone else and they'd be like, oh, don't say that. Oh, that's a little much. And now people are just like, so rude. And like everyone's just like, whatever. Yeah. Okay. You go, girl. But don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Out of the other side of the mouth. I don't get it. Like, I don't. Sad when you can say more on TV than you can on YouTube. Well, you can say anything on YouTube. You just won't be monetized for it. I think that's the problem. Right? Like all these words, I think people think you can't say them, but you can. You just might not be monetized for it. Like, and personally, I will use the words because I don't think that people understand the severity of what you're saying unless you use actual words, right? Like, I don't know, but is that what you mean? Like you can say more on TV than you can on YouTube? Like, because you can say anything on YouTube, you just won't be monetized, which is why I don't want to do the whole like advertising thing, because I'm gonna, I'm not gonna say you can do drugs on TV. Yeah. But you can fuck, kill, and do drugs on TV and get paid by ads. Yeah. Well, it's not very, so I just hit like the 4,000 hour thing, and like I think you can like, so there's the ad monetization, but then there's like the members and like merch and stuff monetization. Like, because I don't want to do the ad stuff because like I don't want to be cuckolded. What a word is that? Cuckolded. I don't want to be cuckolded to like not swear. Yeah, I was really excited because honestly, and I would say like before I wouldn't want to come on here not combing my hair. I got in trouble for not combing my hair on Monday. I came here without combing my hair and I got yelled at. But before that, I got in trouble because I combed my hair too much. So I can't win. But I had like 1,300 hours the beginning of September because all I did was once a week, I was on here doing like a 3, 4, 5-minute video. And that was it. Like, that was it. Like, you're not like, even though I had like 1,000 to, like views per video, it's like only 4 minutes. And then I started doing lives in September, and then like, boom, I had like the other whatever. Well, it depends. Yeah, it depends what you do. Did I like Van Halen? Do I have blue, purple, yellow hair? Yes, I liked Van Halen. Oh my goodness. I loved all the hair metal bands. Yes, I loved Poison. I loved Def Leppard. I was into all of it. All of it. I was like, I wish I could find a picture of me. I will have to find one for next time. A picture of me with my girl mullet. Hey, and Antony, Antoine, how do I pronounce that? Antony, Antoine, Antony. Well, you'll have to tell me. But yes, I loved all things 80s, all things 80s, everything, all bands. I know like every word to every 80s song. See, I wasn't as into Metallica. I wasn't like heavy metal rock, but I still loved everything. But like, I was definitely more of like the poppy, poppy. I was definitely more like the poppy side. Like Whitesnake, loved Whitesnake. I wasn't so much Rat and Scorpions, but I loved Whitesnake. Oh my God, Is It Love? Oh, with the cars. I wanted to be Tawny Katane. Antoine. Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. Oh, I see your picture there. You're a guy. So that would be Antoine. See, I was trying to do girly names, so I was like, Antony. Well, hello, Antoine. Welcome. Dawkin, not Dawkin. Was not Dawkin the Dawkin. Nope. I wasn't really the heavy metal, like that side of it. But I loved like the hair metal bands, Bon Jovi. I like that side of it. Pat Benatar. I was like I'm going to have to find a picture. I was the epitome of like the 80s, little like yellow hair, big old mullet, permed, blonde hair, blue eyes, loving my 80s. Oh my God. Like the neon bracelets. I mean, I've always wanted to open like an 80s inspired clothing store and not have it be like, oh, you're going to an 80s costume party. Great. But like 80s inspired. Like I think like a couple lives ago, I had that off the shoulder shirt. Like that's kind of like 80s inspired. I actually wait till it gets cold. I have a lot of leg warmers. And I wear them like 80s inspired. I have like a lot of over the shoulder stuff, like 80s inspired. Like they're still like age appropriate. Like I'm not looking like a costume party, but they're just like a little 80s ish, right? Like I would love the 80s to come back because I think that was sad that she passed away. When I was younger, I really did want my hair to be red because of Tawny Katane. And then in my older life, I did have red hair for quite some time. But I mean, like the 80s, I don't know. There was just like a sense of freedom in the world, right? Desperately seeking Susan. Oh my, like there was like, I can't think of anything bad about the 80s other than AIDS, other than learning that there was a thing called AIDS. I can't think of anything bad about the 80s. You just were who you were. You're like, whatever you were, you're like, here I am. What? You just were you. And that was okay. And if someone made fun of you, you knew they were making fun of you and you were just like, whatever, fuck off. You didn't get all butthurt about it. I don't know. Like, I've said this so many times. Like, we were so much better in the 80s than now. Like, now we're a bunch of butthurt, like, entitled brats who are just like, where's my participation award? Oh, I remember exactly where I was when I found out Nirvana was dead, that he was dead. I remember exactly where I was standing. Exactly. But I mean, like in the 80s, if you didn't like someone, you just like said it and we're done with it. And parents didn't bully parents in the 80s. Like, do you ever remember your moms acting like people do on YouTube? Like, seriously, can you imagine your mom talking to someone the way people talk to me here on YouTube? Can you even picture it? A mom. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, parents didn't do that stuff. Parents were like parents. They were grown ups because they were grown. Now, I don't know what's going on. Like, I know how my kids are. See, I live in a small town. So I don't know how it's like in bigger towns, but are parents assholes there too? I mean, I don't know. Like, are kids assholes? Like, I see how adults are on YouTube. What are kids like? Like, like in the school my kids are at, they're good kids. Like, yeah, they have a little bit of whatever, but like they're good kids for the most part. Like, they're not going bully. Like, there isn't bullying there. I mean, it's a small school, but like they're good kids. And I don't know of any parents anywhere in life that act like, I don't know of anyone who acts anywhere in the world where people on YouTube act, like anywhere ever. Like, I don't. Like, what is going on with YouTube? And everyone's in their bizarre little mind thinking, like, everyone's got a conspiracy theory. There's all these conspiracy theories going on right now. And half of them involve me for some reason, which I don't get. Like, I'm on here once a week. I do comedy. I don't know how I became like, I don't know. I get around a lot. I don't really understand it. Hey, Stoned is back. I want my MTV. See, maybe if I gave all these crazy bitches who think all these crazy things in their head, maybe if I sat them down in front of the TV and made them watch MTV and gave them a Rolling Rock, they'd shut the fuck up. Because I swear to God, I can like turn on YouTube any time of the day and it's like, just wait 5 minutes and you'll hear Clean Out Jane. I'm like, I need to change my name. I'm sick of hearing my own damn name. Like, what the heck? I don't know where I got around to be like, wow, I do a lot of stuff. I didn't know I didn't even know I was on YouTube that much to do all that stuff. I don't understand it. Like, wow. But like, man, like, there's emails that I wrote that I didn't write. There's like fights that I pulled people in that I'm not even in. There's things I've said. I mean, I don't know where I get all this time to do all this stuff. It's crazy. Like, I swear to God, every day this week, I came onto YouTube because somebody messaged me saying, oh, you should go here and check that out. It happened today. Oh, you should go here. Hey, Stony McStonage, you should go here. And I was like, what the heck? I go over somewhere and it's all about how ugly I am and how, God forbid, my husband wakes up next to me. What the heck? Like, and it's bizarre. It's bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre. This morning, I heard that I am so ugly because of all the plastic surgery on my face. I've had none. And then it was all, God forbid, I went anywhere without makeup on. My poor husband, he must roll over and freak out to see me without any makeup. I did a live on Monday and I didn't have any makeup on. Like, you can go see me without makeup. Like, what do you in your head? I don't understand it. And that is just the whole fact that, like, I think we used to be a society when you just heard things like that, you were just like, yeah, maybe that's a little bit much. Like, maybe we shouldn't talk like that about other people. It's crazy. Oh, I don't pay attention to it. It's more just like, it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. Like, because people will tell me and like, I don't listen to it and be mad about it, you know? And it's just like the person of the month. It's like, oh, here's the person we're using for the month. And maybe that's it. Like, that's one thing I was thinking. Like, are we this society that things move so fast, right? Like, everybody's used to triple tasking. And if you want to know something, you know it right there, that we're so bored in our heads because we don't have enough going on that we just like need to make shit up to like have something to do, right? I mean, I laugh it off in a good way because you don't even know how popular these bitches have made me. Like, keep going, honey, because woo, thank you, and thank you. And I mean, I don't care about that stuff, but it's just like, there's nothing bad. There's absolutely nothing bad that comes out of someone talking crap about you. There's not. Because the people who know you aren't going to believe it. And the people who do believe it, who you thought were your friends and changed because they believe it, weren't people you wanted anyway. And then there are just random people who believe it who don't know you and you don't know them, so you don't care. So there's absolutely nothing bad that can come from somebody talking shit about you, right? Like there isn't, unless it hurts your feelings, which it shouldn't, because they're strangers. Like they're strangers. Like if your garbage man rode down the street and like as he was riding was like, hey, you fucking plastic ass ugly bitch, you're ugly, you just be like, okay, and you're like the garbage man, so keep driving. I mean, you wouldn't care, right? It's strangers, they don't know you, you know? So you wouldn't care. So why does anyone care about these people? They shouldn't. But I find it humorous. I find it humorous because I listen and I'm just like, where did you get that from? Like, where did you get that from? Oh yeah, I saw you guys, Snosberry. I saw you guys. There were all these sorts of people in your chats. I mean, it's hilarious. This morning it was, what was it? Oh, there was an email read that I'm like, someone actually they're like, there was an email read that it doesn't even sound like you, and I was like, yeah, well maybe because it's not. And then I heard then there was someone ranting about how they were so angry that I brought them into some fight, but I'm not the one talking about it, so I don't know how I brought anyone. And then like went on and on about how like I'm I was so plastic, and I've had so much plastic surgery because I'm insecure, and that I think that I'm pretty, but I'm really very, very ugly. I've not had any plastics, just these, so whatever. And then, there was a really good one. There was a really good one. It was, the best was, here was the best one. That first, when I came on and I was all like, done up, hair and everything, then I was bullying them by being beautiful. Like I was shoving it in their faces. Like I was like all like made up and hair done. And that was to offend them with my prettiness. Right. Okay. So then on Monday, I like wanted to do something real quick. So I just came on during the time that I would normally like get ready. So I came on out of the shower, had my hair blow dried, not a stitch of anything on. And then I did it on purpose to bully them without makeup by being pretty. It was like, what? Wait, what? Like, that made no sense. It was crazy. And I was just going on and on about how, like, oh, yeah, she thinks she's so ugly and her husband must roll over in the morning and, oh, see that face without any makeup. She must be, I just had no makeup on today. I mean, it was crazy. But, like, in a funny way. But like, is that what we've got? Like, are we that bored? Is that the internet? Have we become that bored? Oh, I heard that, Snoz, that it was something about voice. They were going to compare voices or something. I mean, people are crazy. People are crazy. And yeah, and then it was that like, and at the end of the day, everything that happens to me, I claim that it's because like if anybody has been here a while, like, oh, yeah, it was that I was calling everybody. Has anybody ever heard me call someone ugly? Ever? Ever? And if I have, please tell me, because I'd like to know. I mean, have I ever, like, look body shamed anyone? Ever? I mean, if I did, I would like to know, but I haven't. Like, I honestly came on here to like lift people up, and I've said that from the beginning. So it's humorous to hear me being talked about as if I'm like the cataclysmic opposite of everything I've ever said. And the funniest thing is, it's not as if you can't go look up what I've said, right? Like, you can go look it up. Like, it's all there. Like, I've been trying to get 4,000 hours. Trust me, I didn't delete a damn thing. Like, everything's on there. I actually heard one person say, we don't know they were trying to figure out where I came from. They're like, we don't even know where she came from. Did she come here for Justin? Was she sent here by, like, they were trying to figure out like what my reasoning was, what my agenda was. Why did she come here? Well, go look on my channel. The first few videos say exactly why I came. Like, it's just like if you want to know, it's all right there. And then they'll obviously be like, well, I've never gone to her channel. Well, like it's just, there's a kitty. Hi, Holly. It's just humorous. So for anybody out there, because I know a lot of people do get really upset. I mean, it is really hurtful. Like, to come onto YouTube, you do have to have really thick skin because people like get cuckoo like this. And if you don't realize how stupid it is, it really can like hurt you, and it does hurt a lot of people. And I don't know why we do, like, how do we have the time to do this? Why are we doing this? It's like this question that runs through my head. Like, you're an adult, like what are you not doing that you should be doing that you have time to do this? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, where are your leaders? I love that one, your leaders. Like, I didn't know we were on like the Starship Enterprise. Take me to your leaders. Yeah, I wish they would report it to the police department. No one, very few people report things to the police. Very few people. I will tell you that some people do, but very few people report things to the police because most of it is just stupid, right? Most of it's just stupid. And most of it's like someone does. And that's what I was originally going to talk about. I was going to talk about what's defamation, what's slander, what's libel, all these different things. Like, what's a HIPAA violation? Like, what's real, what's not? Let's talk about what all these things are. Because everybody's saying, oh, I'm suing you, I'm sending the cops here, and it never happens. It never happens because none of it is like real. And so that's what I was going to talk about. But we got sidetracked with Rolling Rock and alcohol and drinking games. Yeah, my skin is so thick. Yeah, people in our chat were telling her to take it to the news. I mean, come on. Unless somebody goes after your kids or does something in real life, 99.99% of all these people talking about police this, cops that, it's all just crap. And they say it to threaten people, like, oh, I'm going to go contact my lawyer. I mean, do you know how many police cars are just driving around in circles doing nothing because they got called and they're still trying to figure out where they got called to? And how many lawyers are just like trying, like, my goodness. Like, there is one person who's like, if I had $1 for every time she said, I'm going to go talk to my, like, I would just be retired for like ever, and everybody I knew would ever be retired, What was your fault? No, everything's the tavern's fault. But I mean, people are crazy. People are crazy. I mean, I don't know. There was some crazy stuff last night. There was crazy stuff on yours, Snozzy, you and Amber's Snozberry, and there were crazy stuff on some other channels. People yelling and screaming. There was one lady screaming. I mean, my goodness. What are you screaming about? Like, what are you screaming about? Like, hey, MZ, Miss Sister, unless someone does something to my kids, which happened, like, I don't really care about me. Like, like, I came on here, whatever, happens to me. Oh, getting the chat sidetracked. Oh, shoot. I get myself sidetracked. I get my cat sidetracked. I get my hair sidetracked. I get my sidetracked. Yeah, I was telling them I have nothing to hide. Yeah, I mean, but no one's like, the whole thing that happened with you guys, like, that was all just bullcrap. Like, people do that. Like, people type some damn stuff. Oh, I'm gonna call the cops, and then it's like, I doxed myself, but I'm mad that you doxed me. I mean, there's so much hypocrisy. The hypocrisy alone is crazy enough on YouTube. I often wonder what these people would think if their families. Yeah, like, that's what I think. Like, all these adults. What would you think if your kids saw it? Like, what would you think if your kids saw it? Like, I know, like, I can honestly say, other than joking about drinking games and throwing up, like, if my kids saw my stuff, I would be proud of it. I mean, I think my comedy stuff is funny. And I think my lives, I think we talk about some good stuff, to be honest. I mean, we talk about, hate and bullying. I mean, we talk about some good things. I mean, like, I'm not here talking about drama all the time. I'm not going to sit here and like talk about people. I don't do drama. I'm not doing that. I mean, I would be proud if my kids saw it because I think I talk about some good stuff. I mean, if anything, they might be bored. They might be like, Mom, you're boring. You think you're funny, but you're boring. And we don't want to watch you anymore because and that would be fine too. I would rather be boring than have my kids be like, oh my God, Mom, you're a real asshole. I mean, and quite honestly, there are a lot of people that I can say if I was doing that, I would be embarrassed. I mean, I can't imagine like the stuff that I have heard about myself, which I'm just using me as an example. Like I could care less, but like the stuff, like there was that one day. Does anybody remember the one day that was like the 24-hour come at me day? Justin and Queen. It was like 24 hours straight of like panel to panel. Like, I mean, if I can't imagine if my kids heard that and I was the one saying it. Like even just the stuff this morning, like if my kids heard that and I was saying it, I would be like, that's horrible. I mean, I listen to it and I'm like, that's horrible. Like I would not, especially if you have girls, I can't imagine if I had a daughter and my daughter heard me saying things like that. Like as a woman, calling another woman ugly and you just shouldn't do that. You just shouldn't do that. And I know they got some weird warped thing in their head that they, it's like all like when I listen to it, I'm like, it's all turned around. It's like, go listen. You got it backwards there, honey. But I can't imagine if I had girls having my girls see that that's how I acted because that's so wrong. And yeah, that 24-hour day, I just remember I was like getting ready for the day and like I had a text and Justin was like, "Oh my God." And I was like, "What?" And then I went on and I was just like, "What in God's green?" Like I've never heard anyone speak like that ever. I've never heard anyone speak like that about me ever. I mean, it was just like I was just kind of shocked like, "Okay, like now what?" And then it was like, then there were clip channels and then there were videos. And I was like, what did I do? Like, my goodness. And you can't react to it. I mean, that's the worst thing you can do is react to it, and, you just got to just be like, well, whatever, which is the hardest thing to do, which is what a lot of people get themselves in the trap of. It's natural to want to, when someone's saying something that's wrong, defend themselves. It's natural. It's a natural emotion. Everyone on here, if you hear something about yourself, your natural thing is to just be like, that's not me. I didn't do that. Here's the proof. And that's the damn whole receipt crap. Receipts are stupid. Receipts are the dumbest thing that was ever invented, unless you're trying to take something back at Costco. Receipts are stupid because no receipt would ever be good enough. I mean, you give someone a receipt, then they're just like, oh, you made that. Like, it's dumb. And once you've given a receipt, now you're in the trap that like now it's become a thing and it's true. And I mean, I watch other people I've seen people cry. I mean, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah, the reaction is what keeps it going. I mean, if like I said, if someone says, Queen licks frogs' bums, and I try to show you proof that I don't lick frogs' bums because I don't like the taste of butt, and I got receipts to show that, well, now I've given life to the story. Now the story's out there that I lick frogs' bums. And if I just ignore it, then it's like, well, that's kind of weird, and you just ignore it. But it's hard to do. It's hard to do because it's natural, especially when people are attacking your character or as a woman just attacking your looks. I mean, trust me, it's not easy to sit here and like day after day hear like how ugly I am and how stupid I am and how fake I am and how plastic I am and da da da. Like, not exactly easy to hear, but I mean, what are you going to do about it? You can cry about it? Ooh, I mean, you just have to be like, Okay, well, I came here. I mean, it's like, celebrities. Not that I'm a celebrity, but I mean, does anybody feel bad for them about the paparazzi? I mean, what do we say about paparazzi following Kim K? We're all just like, well, you make a shit ton of money and you got a big butt, so shut the fuck up. Like, it's okay. It's okay to bash her because she is rich. It's okay. Now, if you said those same things about Eliza, not very nice. You say it about Kim K. She's got enough money to dry those tears up and get that butt a little bit bigger, so it's okay. And that's part of the problem, is it should never be okay, right? It should never be okay. You should not look shame someone, whether they are Kim K or random person over here, right? I mean, Eliza, you guys are kind of in a way. Here's the thing, intent. That's the one word that I will say. You have the same type of intent. Like, that's something that I think is true about. There are hate channels, and then there are other channels, however you want to lump them, comedy channels, review channels, clip channels, but they all have the same thing, which is intent. What is your intent? The intent of hate is to upset you, make you cry, make you crumble, ruin your life. The intent of a comedy channel or a review channel is not to hurt you. It's not to hurt you at all. You fell asleep and missed everything today. Well, most of it you should sleep through because most of it is stupid. I can guarantee that. And most of it, it's like a soap opera. I used to watch Days of Our Lives, and I would miss it like the whole school year when I was at college. And it would be like, all you need is about an hour of your grandma telling you something, and one day, and you're like, boop, you're all caught up. That's like YouTube. Like I was saying in my Discord. So for everyone who's a mod of mine, you need to go to the Discord. So I will do that before we go. But like, you could catch up in a day. I was thinking, like, on my Discord, we should have different rooms for different things, right? So it's like you can get caught up. Like, here's what's going on with this person or this fight, and you could just like get caught up in a day. And it's like, oh, I wouldn't want Lurker Jerk to tell me to go to bed either. I was listening, and that actually scared me. Because I'm listening, and I was like, I was doing paperwork, and it was like, go to bed. And I was like, oh, I was like, I don't want to go to bed. I don't want to go to bed. I can mod you, Snozzberry, but I have to do it. I'm in StreamYard. I have to do it from the other one. Well, let me find the Discord. Okay, well, let me just find it out. Hold on. So, let me just move this over here. Like, it was loud. It was like, go to bed, Unseen. And it was loud. It was like, oh, snap. But man, she had that shit coming to her on a silver platter, man. Whoa. I mean, Unseen, I'm sure you're watching, because you always do. And girlfriend, I really tried with you. I did. I really tried to help you. And, you got this little thing where, you think making shit up is funny. And making shit up can be funny, but it isn't always funny. And I'm sure some of the stuff is funny, but some of it isn't. And then when you try and tell you that it's not funny, you like get it. Like when I told you the whole dog thing, I was like, I didn't get that it was a rumor. I thought it was real. And I thought Ziggy was an asshole because of it. And a lot of people thought the same thing and blah, blah, blah. And she was just like, rah, rah, rah. I really tried with you, girl. I really tried. That's all I'm going to say is I really tried. I tried to help you. I tried to give you direction, how to not be so disliked in so many places, and you took my advice, but then I was like, well, did you give it to her? I made a video. Well, did you give it to her? Well, no. Well, then how's she supposed to see it? Like, made it like, well, I thought you were going to put it on your, no, I'm not touching that with a 1,000-foot pole. Like, what the, and then you get all salty. And then last time we spoke, she's like, got bitchy at me. Girl, I don't know what you're getting bitchy at me for. I didn't do anything but help you, try to help you. And you completely just rude, totally rude. And then hearing you the other night, like, what, you memorize every curse word under the sun and put them all together in a sentence? Like, what the crap was that? Like, you were just trying to be tough girl, rap, swear word girl. It was ridiculous. It was not fun to hear. You just make shit up. You're just making shit up in your head. I'm going off. I don't care. Making shit up in your head and then blaming other people for it. And I don't like that. That's part of the problem that we have. That's part of the problem that we have, is people make shit up in their head and say it so much they believe it and then go off on everybody else. It's their fault. No, it's not. It's your fault because you got dumb shit going on in your head and you need to fix that. That's a you problem. You got dumb shit going on in your head that is not true and you're making yourself believe it, and you need to fix that little whatever is up there because it's not okay. Not okay. God. And I'm sure trust me, I get a lot of stuff too. You'd be surprised at stuff I get. And it's not my business to put everybody's stuff out. I mean, I'm sorry. It's not my business to put everybody's stuff out. It is not. It is everybody else's business to put their own stuff out. If you want some suggestions or advice, I will definitely give it to you. But it's not my responsibility to fix your shit. If you need your head straightened out, go talk to your mama. That's not my problem. You're an adult now and you need to fix your own shit. And man, I really tried. I really tried with that girl. She came up on my panel like every time. I tried. And people like were not happy with me for that, and I tried. I said, you know what? I'm trying. I'm trying to help her because maybe someone needs to help her. Trying to be nice. That's who I am. That's who I am. I'm the person who tries to help people who are really assholes. Not saying that that's necessarily you, Unseen, but that's the kind of person I am. I see someone who everybody thinks is an asshole, and I say, well, maybe there's some good in there. Maybe let me give him one last chance and try and help him. Because I got that in me. And I'll try and help him and give him one last chance. And then usually they fuck that up, and then fine, you hung yourself on the rope. So whatever to that. But at least I know that I tried. I know I tried, and that makes me feel good. I don't care. You ruined it. That's your fault. But man, girl, you got to get your shit together. Make shit up. Same with all these people. That's a common thread with all of them. They make shit up in their head. They think people say things they didn't. They think things happen that they didn't. And then you say, how do you know that? Well, so-and-so told me. Well, so-and-so probably also thinks that when you're constipated, you stick a fork up your ass. So-and-so maybe doesn't have the best advice. Let me just say that. Oh, well, how else do you know? Have you ever actually gone to my channel? No, I haven't because I don't like you. Well, then what the stupid people. Go do your homework. Go find out if things are right or wrong. Don't just blindly see them because you will end up at the bottom of the hill with a poop fork up your butt and bullshit coming out your mouth. And that's not a good place to be. Not a good place to be at all. Okay, so that was the Discord link. That will get you into the main room. And then from there, if you are a mod, then I will mod you, and then you will see a hidden room. Actually, yeah, and it's on the lie about Ziggy and the dog was done with cruel intentions. And that's the thing. It's all about intent. It's all about intent. Like when I do something, there is no intent to be mean. Hakuna Matata, Unseen. You know who Unseen is. Well, they used to be 3 healers, and then they were Nero. There's been all sorts of people. I mean, and I don't care, Unseen, if you hear this and you think I'm a bitch because I'm talking about you. I tried with you, and you did not do right by that. So, to you. That's what I have to say about that. But, yeah, it was with bad intentions. I mean, like everything I've ever written, I have good intentions. Like, maybe I'm calling you out on some bullshit that I think maybe you need to hear so that maybe you fix it, you know? But I never once have a bad intention of like hurting someone. And if someone came to me and said, oh, that really hurt me, I would take it down. Like, I'm not a mean person, believe it or not, you know? Like, that's the difference. Like, all these other things, they're meant with bad intentions. Like, you can say whatever you want to say, but you meant for people to believe that about Ziggy and think she was an asshole, and you did pretty good on it. I mean, that had bad intentions. And the other night, like, talking like that just makes it very clear that you did have bad intentions. Like, that's the other thing too. When you go talking crap like that, now you've just outed yourself as an asshole. Like, you can sound all nice, but like the other night when you're all dit talking like that, like, man, where did that come from? Ooh, that person was unseen for a while, but now that we see her, damn, okay, those true colors just came out and slapped you in the face like a rainbow. Where's that pot of gold? Because I'd like to get in on it. I mean, come on. Just not okay. Like, not okay. I don't know. Jesus Christ. So what's going to be in for tonight? I mean, my goodness. That's the whole problem. YouTube's gone cray-cray right now. I mean, I haven't been there that long, but I don't think it was like this, like in January. People just seem to have lost their minds. They're just like assholes. I don't know why. I mean, I think we should, though. I think we should do the drinking game. I think we should bring alcohol to YouTube or smoke or whatever you want to do. I think maybe people need a little bit more Rolling Rock and a little less rocks in their brains. Most of that came from a delusional, yeah, like, I mean, she says she's got this weird sense of humor, but I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. I don't. And I tried really hard. But Lurker Jerk was scary. That was loud and that was scary. And man, I wouldn't want her yelling at me either with that big old loud voice. That was scary. Scary shit, man. And poor Purple didn't know whether to shit or go blind. Poor thing. She didn't even have a voice. She couldn't have said anything if she wanted to. I felt so bad for her. She's sick. She needs to go to the hospital or something, man. Poor thing. She is no buenoed. All right. Is there anything else we should talk about? My throat hurts, speaking of throats hurting. Can't believe I yelled. I can't believe my stupid sound. So annoying. I swear to God, every time. I think I need to get my own little like area somewhere. Like my own little something somewhere else. Right? Intervention. I loved intervention too. They still do intervention. Yeah, maybe, oh, what is that stuff called? Where you pay people to record things. Celebrities do it. They record little like snippets. Like you could have her do that. It's a service that you do. What's it called? It's like a little service and you go and you say, I want you to say yada, 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 and I'll pay like $15 for it. And then the person does it. They record something. I can't remember what it's called. But it's kind of like that. Who knows what it's called? Someone knows what it's called. Yeah, it's like you'll like say like it's my wife's birthday. So just say, you know, happy birthday. Oh, the Elf on the Shelf. Oh my God. I am amazing at Elf on the Shelf. I might see before I couldn't find them because my kids were here. Hold on. That's part of why I couldn't find it. But I do an amazing Elf on the Shelf. Let's see if I can log in. Because if I can log into here. See, my phone died. My whole phone died. And Cameo. That's what it's called. My whole phone died. And I couldn't get it back. So I had to get a new phone. And I still don't have everything hooked up on my phone. Most things are not hooked up on my phone. It's sad. Most programs are not on my phone. So I like so many things I can't even do right now. That should be right. Oh, come on. Ugh. I see, this is what happens when you lose stuff, then you lose like all your power. I don't know why I swear to God. For someone who worked in damn technology, I have the worst problems with it. Ugh. Let's try. I got an idea. Because I really want to show them because they're really good. Like, they're really good. Like, I go all out. Like, big time. Big time all out. Like, I will literally stay. There are nights that I, like, some of these things. Oh, I see this. Some of the things that I make literally take me, like, I'll spend, like, 8 hours making, like, a thing. I go crazy. And I'm, like, a perfectionist. So once I do something, like, it has to be done right. What are you doing? Go away. What are you doing? Hold on. What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Ah! Why did you just take me back to the beginning? But, like, if I do a scene and I'm like, you'll see once I show you. Like, I have to get all the little, is that Ernie? Oh, gosh. Didn't Ernie leave YouTube yet again? I saw something with Nicolina had, like, he had a nice house or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that whole thing. I have not paid attention. Wish I had. All right. So I supposedly got another thing. Can you show it to me? Come on. All right. Come on. Come on. Come on. Send me another code. Oh, I hate these two. I hate that everything has to be so secure. Where are the days of being able to have a password that's called password and getting away with it and having the same password for everything? This was me. All right. Let's see if I can find it. Oh my God, if I can. Okay, not now. I gotta blow my nose. I'm gonna mute because I gotta blow my nose. I have a real. Oh God. Lala Kent just showed up and she's half naked. Oh boy. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can find. I gotta find my home page. Oh boy. All right, hold on. Oh my God, I found some pictures. Wait. I am very random. I am very random. Okay, so I'm so proud of all of my. Let's see. All right, let's start. At the beginning. Oh, here we go. All right, I can go to the beginning. We'll just do some of these from Ba. Okay, let me see if I can. So if I go like that, can I do that? Okay. All right, so hold on. There we go. I gotta figure out how to. Okay, so hold on. Present. Whoops. Present. Share screen. I don't want to do a tab. Can I just do an area? I just want to do an area. No, I don't want to do the whole thing. Gosh darn you, I just want to do an area. Can't I just do, like, pick a little area? I don't want to show the whole thing, because then I'm totally going to dox myself, which has already happened. All right, hold on. Well, I need to find a way of just showing the picture part. Hold on. Wait, this might work. Hold on, this might work. Hold on. No, that's not gonna work. I'm trying to show it, but I can't show. Did you join? So, okay, so join the Discord, and then I will put you in the right place for a mod. See, if I go like this, then I guess you can't. But then you can only see small stuff. But I guess that's all I can do because, oh, let's see. Hold on. Oh, this is so stupid. Like, why do we have to live in this dumb world where nobody can see anything of anything? Because God forbid someone might find out your shoe size. And then all hell break loose and stupid. So dumb. So dumb. All right, if I do that, then I think you just see that part. Hold on. All right, hold on. I think that'll just do that. Hold on. Let's see. If not. Okay. All right, I think that's fine. All right, so this is it. You can't really see big because if I show you big, then you'll see like, but like, there's you'll shoot your eye out. See, this doesn't show you like the whole big because if I click on it, but then if I click on it, you see like my name and everything, which, you know. But like that's you'll shoot your eye out. So he's got like the Red Rider thing back there, and he's oh fudge, and there he's singing along. There he's working out. There's oh, this was a cool one. I put him inside a balloon. He's inside a balloon. How cool is that? He's inside a balloon. There's all the Star Wars people. And there, and I actually made, like, this is how crazy I get. Like, I actually made this little costume. Like, I'm so, like, here, we'll go past that. There's Bob Ross painting. You don't even want to know how long it took for me to make this wig. This is a whole, like, wig that I made. And this is a little paint easel thing. Like, I'm going to have to do it where you can see big pictures. But, like, I painted this. This is, like, a painting that I made. Like, this painting right here. Like, how crazy is that? This is supposed to be college. There's, like, a yearbook. Like, I just get crazy. Like, I make crazy, crazy stuff. I'm going to show bigger pictures. It's better. But there's Twister. That's actually a piñata that actually worked. Like, I'm crazy. I have so much fun. Oh, this one was great. So, and then you know what you can do with all like the little plushies? You can put wire. So I put like wire. I put a little hole like in their little butt cheek. And then you put like a wire in. So then, like, you can't see my mouth once I go over a picture, but you put like a wire in. So then, like, the leg, you can bend it so you can see all their arms and stuff are, like, moving and, like, doing stuff. Like, he's, like, sitting, because this is a bomb. But, oh, you can't work the Discord link? I'll help you with that in a sec. But so for this one, I made little cutouts of paper and put it on the fan. And then it said pull for snow, and they pulled, and the snow, like, all these little papers fell all over everybody. It was crazy. Like, there was little bits of, like, snow everywhere. Everywhere. This is McDonald's. Those are little McDonald's things that I made. Those are little French fries. There's a little Happy Meal. I wish you could see this bigger. I'm going to do it so you can see it bigger. She asked for a new elf. That's funny. Let's see. Oh, this is the 80s hairband. Oh, there's a magic trick. He's doing a See, it snows at my house. Heather, do you see that? That's snow in California. You see? There's snow there. All you Californians. That's snow at my house in California. Aren't you jealous? Well, some places in California get snow. But that's snow. It snowed. How crazy is that? I'm at like 2,000 feet. We'll go past that. That's my grandparents. Let me see if I can go back to the meal. Here's some. That's that's a Papa John's. That's crazy. I have so much fun. Massage table. Anyway, I can do bigger pictures, but I have a lot of fun with my little elf. I had a lot of fun with my little elf. Okay, so what's going on with the Discord screen? All I know is Android. All I know is Android. I went to my app place and downloaded Discord app, created an account, and then you click on. Oh, are you trying how to do it? Who's having problems with the Discord link? Let's get that figured out. Let's get that figured out. Okay, how do you know me? I don't know it. Oh, okay. Oh, so Shuby Mom needs help. Okay, so let's see here. So you're on Apple. I would think on Apple it's the same. 53. I'll be 50 soon. The big 5-0. We get so excited. It doesn't snow every year. It hasn't snowed in a few years, but this year, last year, I guess it snowed. So, Shuby Mom, did you get in? Like, we're only right at 2,000 feet. Like, if you go, like, it's snow. But we're like, so for us, it can be like hit or miss. Like, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, right? Like, it's not always, Got the reindeer on the roof from Walmart. I so want to get a snowmaker to make snow outside for the kids. That would be like really cool. All right, let's see if Shuby Mom got in. I want to see if Shuby Mom got in. Oh my God, I go crazy. It snowed there last night. See, I grew up on the East Coast, so I grew up in snow. I grew up in moon boots. I remember one time putting my key in my car and it broke. It broke off because it froze in there. Even though I had my little spray to unfreeze it, it froze in there. The little pooper. It's still frozen there. So I remember that. So I don't want to live in snow at all. I still want to be able to wear my flip-flops and my cute boots because I wear fashion boots. Like they're not for real anything. They're just cute. I want to still be able to do that. Like, I got to do that. So I can't live in like real snow, but I like to have a little bit of it, just a tiny bit of it every once in a while. But, I actually have to try this out again this year because it didn't get cold enough. I actually made a snow maker. Riddle me that. And I have to get what do you call it? Power hose, a power washer, because it has the thing. Christmas is never crappy because Christmas is all about the fun. Christmas is all about the silly fun. All you gotta do is like take a bell. Like my kids love the we put on the Santa tracker, and my husband, we have a bell. He'll like go outside and do like the bell, and they think like, ooh, Santa's doing test drives. We say it's test drives. Christmas is all about magic. You just make pretend magic. Like all that like stuff, like all my elf stuff. Oh, I know, but like all the elf stuff, like it just takes time. It's just time and like there's so much stuff you can do like that doesn't cost anything. It's all about the magic. It's all about the believing. Christmas is all about the belief. And I have a 12-year-old who still believes. I think that's kind of amazing. I don't know. Like I don't like that's the oldest I've ever got. But I think being 12 and still believing is pretty darn good. But he still totally believes. He totally believes in Elf in the Shelf. They believe in everything, every last bit of it, which I think is awesome. Like I want them to believe as long as they can, because kids need something to believe in, right? Everyone sees the magic all year round. I mean, kids need something to believe in. There's so much crap in the world. Let them have their little, like, people are always like, oh, kids need to grow up. No, they don't. They can stay little as long as they want to. They can love their mama and believe in elf. I mean, they have the internet. I mean, my kids are like geeks. They got like they've seen everything. Like they could go see whatever they wanted to, and they still believe. So I don't know. But literally, the Elf on the Shelf, like I will spend all night on it, all night. Like I'll like my husband will wake up. He's like, "Did you sleep yet?" I'm like, "No." Oh, I'm gonna have to find a picture of my igloo. Like you got to see though, like that like looked cool, but you got to see it in the big picture because you got to see like the little things, like the tacos I make, like the little intricacies. And my son loves it because he'll look there and he'll like look at all the little teeny weeny, like little itty bitty, things, like the tiny things that like most people don't notice. And that's why they believe. Leg warmers are coming back. You'll make me a set. Oh my God. I have, wait till you see. I'll wear them next time. I have many leg warmers already because I live in yoga pants pretty much. I live in yoga pants. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I got cats and kids and that I'm just a mom. That's all I do. So like I live in yoga pants and then I have leg warmers. So I've got like black ones, brown. I've got like, but you can never have too many leg warmers. Wait till you see my boots for the winter. I just like I don't even go anywhere and I just have fun. I just have fun. Well, like what else am I gonna do? I'm here by myself. What else am I gonna do? But leg warmers. Maybe like a pretty blue. No, purple. No, I'll think of a good color because I want a color I don't have. I told my kids the Santa Claus exactly. We tell them because not everybody has an elf or believes in the elf. So we're just like, if you don't believe, it doesn't happen. So not everybody, not everybody has it because not everybody believes. So everything makes sense because the people who don't believe, they just don't have it, and the people who believe they do. But I mean, they get so excited. We turn on Santa Tracker. I mean, and our elf even comes when it's not Christmas. Like our elf came for my son's birthday. Like he makes surprise appearances during the year. Our elf has a name. He's Alabaster. Alabaster. It's a good name for an elf. Heather, if you can wiggle payments and check out Prof leasing afterpay. Progressive leasing. Oh, that's cool. You know what? Since I don't, because my kids make fun of me. They'll be like, "Mom, why are you putting like literally? If you watch the Get Ready with Me, like it's not like this takes very like it might look like I do a lot, but I don't. It literally takes me like 15 minutes. But like they're like, why are you fixing your hair? Why are you showering? Like where you're not going anywhere. No one's gonna see you. And it's like, well, I'm gonna see me. Like if because I worked for myself my whole career. So I never went anywhere. So if I got up every day and like never, just stayed in my jammies and had a ponytail every day, not that there's anything wrong with that, but for me, I think I would have gotten like a little depressed. Like for me, I need to like get like as if I left the house, like get up, get dressed, put a little makeup on, fix my hair. I kind of just like need that to keep my healthy self. I don't know. That's the wrong way to say it. Like as if I need that, but it's more just like not wearing your jammies kind of thing. It's like I need to get dressed. I need to put on shoes. I need to shower. It's just that kind of thing of like I need to feel like I'm going and doing something like everybody else. I don't know. It's a hard way to explain it. I mean, I don't care about the makeup part. It's just I think for me that's more that I get very little time for myself. Like I get very little time. That's just me time. And that's just something I can do that can be me time. Because I don't sew, I don't crochet, I don't, that's like doing my hair or nails or like that's something that I can just be like, mommy's having her own time. Leave me alone. And that's just like if it was reading, it would be reading. But that's just something that I don't know. It's like the only time I can say it's me. And it's fun. I like doing my nails and stupid stuff like that. I mean, I certainly don't care about it. The funniest thing is, here's a funny story. So, the only plastic surgery I've had is my boobs. And when I got them, it was with my ex-husband. And I didn't say anything about it until I had found the doctor that I wanted. I had made the appointment and it was like a done deal because I didn't want, like, I did it for me. It wasn't for anybody else. It was purely for me. And I had been anorexic. And prior to being anorexic, I was like a nice B plus and I got a nice booty. And then afterwards, I was like an A minus minus, and I still had my booty. So then I was just like, I worked so hard to get healthy. And now I just feel like nothing fits because now I'm like, look like I'm like a bowling pin. You know, I just didn't like it. So it was kind of like for me, like, yay, you got healthy, you know, that kind of thing. And like now you can fit in the clothes that you want. And I always wanted to have bigger boobs than like I always wanted like big boobs. So it was kind of like a yay, you beat anorexia kind of like healthy thing. And I didn't say anything to my husband about it at all until I came home one day and I was like, hey, this is what I decided to do. And my appointment is next week. Can you drive me? And he was mad at me. He was mad at me, pissed. He was like, do I not make you feel beautiful enough that you have to do that? And I was like, it ain't about you, honey bear. It ain't about you at all. You don't make me feel like I make me feel whatever. And I'm doing this for me. Like it was kind of like a guy thing, like, oh, my wife's doing it. I don't make her feel good enough. You know, I was like, it's not about you. Like, I don't get my self-esteem from you. I don't get my self-esteem from you. I don't get my self-esteem. Like, I get my self-esteem from me. And I learned that when I was anorexic. So I was like, this is for me. And like, but he was mad. He did not want me to do it. It was funny. You would think like you would want your wife to do that. He did not. He was mad. He was mad at me. So funny. He was mad. That was weird. And then my new husband, he's fine with it. He likes it. So whatever. But, you know, it's funny because a lot of people think, and I think there are probably some people do it for like insecure. Like I'm sure a lot of women do it because they're insecure and but that wasn't me. And that's all I've done. Like, I mean, I'm sure I'm 50. I'm sure there's lots of things I could do, but I don't care about that. But I mean, I did it for me. And it's like suddenly, but it's funny. A lot of clothes that you wear, if you are a small breasted woman, you're fine. And then certain things you wear, but if you have boobies, then you're a slut. I found that out. Like certain shirts, it's like, oh, I was cute when I had little boobs, but now I have big boobs. That's inappropriate to wear. It's kind of funny how the world works. I swear, as a woman, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You are. You do a live with a lot of hair and makeup and you're bullying people. And then you do a live with none and you're still bullying people. You just can't listen to what other people say. That's the moral of the story. That's the moral of today. You cannot care what anybody else says about anything, whether it's drinking your Rolling Rock or doing a keg race and having an air bubble and having to run out of the room to puke because you had an air bubble and you were going to do it. God damn it, Greg, be quiet. I had an air bubble. Or whether you're staying up all night doing Elf on the Shelf, or if you're getting boobs when your husband doesn't agree with you. Like whatever you do in life as a woman, we should just do stuff how we want for us. And we shouldn't let anybody else tell us any differently, especially other women. Because even though we all like to say, oh, we're women, we should lift each other up, we are the biggest bitches to each other on the planet. I think we should just stop saying that. I think I'm tired of hearing the whole like, we as women should lift each other up, because it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. We're going to tear each other down. That's the bottom line. We're going to tear each other down because most of them are jealous little bitches. That's how it goes. That's why I like guys. That's why I like guys. So I've always been a guy girl because I don't do the drama. I don't like the drama. I don't like it at all. That's why I get along much better with men, because I don't do it. Someone says something, I'm just like, whatever. And like, you know, girls go, oh, she said that. I mean, that's the deal. Men don't care. Women tear you down. As much as we want to say women should, they don't. They're the worst to us. They're the worst to us. The only thing worse than other women is what we say to ourselves about ourselves. That's the worst to us. We are the worst to ourselves. Other women are next. Cats are next. I mean, like, everybody else is better to us than we are to ourselves and other women. I don't know why. Because we can't keep. Exactly. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Jimmy Mom's husband. I hate explaining this to my 14-year-old. It's true. Like, if you, like, there are certain things, like like a tube top. I remember I had on a tube top, you know? Exactly. Like, and I'm not the one who would ever say I'm more anything than anyone, because I don't think that's true. I mean, maybe if someone, like, there are probably people who think, there are certain cultures that think blonde hair is disgusting. And to that culture, I'm probably the worst ever. Like, to certain cultures, this is probably very unattractive. So, like, I think it's hard to say anyone's necessarily, like, more attractive than someone else, because there are different things that different people go for. And to some people, this might be attractive, but to some people, this style and look might not be. So I think it's very relative, which is why I never talk about that kind of stuff. And why sometimes I'll say, like, I'm the Americanized version. Like, I'm very American. Look, to Americans, this is an ideal, but to other countries, it is not. And who cares about that anyway? I don't. I'm 50. Like, all these people coming at me, they're like in their 30s. Girlfriend, come be 50. Get through your 40s. Because trust me, my 40s were where I learned everything. So, girlfriends, all you little people yappity yapping, get through your 40s and then come talk to me. Because trust me, you'll have a completely different perspective on life, and you'll owe me an apology at that point, which I will take gladly. So, anyway, I do have to go get my kiddos here soon. So, once again, yeah, and I think the most beautiful thing about a woman is her smile. And you can go from a 6 to a 10 just by standing up straight, holding your head high, having a smile on your face, and just that look in your, like, it's a look in your eye. You can have like it's just an aura. And that is what makes someone beautiful, is their aura, is their self-esteem. You could be ugly and have the best self-esteem in the world, and you know what? You're a badass bitch and everyone's gonna want you. It's all about the smile, self-esteem, and what's inside. And when those little bitches get to be about 50, they'll know that too. But anyway, y'all could spend your time anywhere in the world, and you spent it here. So thank you for hanging out with me. We were all amok today. I had things I was actually going to talk about, and we didn't talk about a damn one of them. We just went after my big panic attack of not having sound. But wah, wah. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I love all of you. Shooby Mom, I hope you get in the Discord. If not, email me. My email's on my About page. Anybody can email me. Let me know. I'll help you out. All right? I love all of you. And as we say, bye.